Are the voices working? Give me a chorus.
Hello, this is Malone. Testing volume 1, 2, 3.
1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
758.
1, 2, testes. 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
All right.
seemingly it's working. I don't know. Just getting my messages.
Okay.
Okay, see you all in a 45, says Whimsy. So he'll be in 45 minutes, I suppose.
That sounds
Earthbound
about right.
Adventures for 45 minutes! Yay! So,
Alright, y'all.
0 watches so far. That looks good.
To the empty audience in the room. Yeah, that was a nice ad. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not for us.
Yes.
Oh, so next weekend I may have some problems with the internet. I'm gonna be in Mexico.
Mexico. What you gonna do in Mexico?
I got some sick relatives over there. I'm gonna go over to take care of. Try to catch them before they pass away.
Oh, yeah. I remember you said that. Oh.
I know there's internet there, but it's been a year since I've been, and I don't know. I know for a fact it's not working right. So I'm gonna try to get there, fix it, and then hopefully everything will be fine.
And it's fingers crossed if then.
Oh, and I got one more thing to do. I'll be back in a few seconds.
Yep, sure.
Go
Just
Pete
gotta hope
Foxy.
for the best.
So, see, Whimsy is gonna be late. Had apparently a late night and is only waking up. So he'll be here when he's here. Meanwhile, I suppose your shopping tour just got extended until Whimsy gets home.
All right, I'm gonna buy everybody a pair of shades also. So that's
And Dr.
TL9
Shades,
shades.
you say? Is this in the budget? Let me have a look.
TL9 shades of that. So you guys feel special.
He's going to get us the shades. He's going to take us to acting classes at the David Caruso School of Acting, where you just go, hold on. Yes, I think today is a good day to die. You know, or whatever line he does there.
It seems like it was dead on arrival.
Yeah. Down.
Down.
That just seems David Caruso. It's like, how many years CSI? It's not Las Vegas. It's Miami. But David Caruso was on.
I
That
don't
just
even
seems.
know who that is. Also, hello Froggy, hello Blinky.
But hey guys, that just seemed to be his style of acting. Was just putting on the glasses as smooth as possible. It's like
we have a murder.
it looks like he's been served. Real smooth this time. You know, it's like if you take out his actual glass put on scene, it's like probably you find like half the screen time for David Caruso is just suddenly gone.
The half him taking off his sunglasses.
Yeah.
Oh, good call. We're probably gonna have combat sunglasses.
So
Combat glasses.
just for everybody to know, so that way, in case you guys are buying something last minute,
Yeah.
I got 5 TL8 climbing kits,
Yep.
2 Python hammers,
Yep.
a grapnel launcher,
Yep.
1 climbing hoist,
Yep.
an inertial locator, so if we get
All
lost,
right.
we can find where we're at. Yeah.
Okay.
5 TL6 field kicks, an excavation tool set, a pair of TL9 shades for everybody, and an advanced desert suit for everybody.
What the?
I paid for everybody to have, at least I hope, the basic desert necessities. So if there's anything I forgot,
Yeah. No, I think that.
that's where you can buy from.
Yeah. I just got this feeling that we're going to go, hold on. You've done this before, haven't you, Doctor?
No comment.
Yeah, we just open this closet. There's a fedora, a leather jacket, and a bullwhip waiting for him.
I mean, it was that one time on Omega Perseon 6.
We'll have to find out more.
He channeled his inner in Dr. Indiana.
What I let everybody know all my secrets except for Zadora. You guys know all my secrets. Or at least the secrets I tell.
Oh,
No. You've told us your secrets, but you've told them select secrets to select people, so they don't know everything.
Whoa.
we have a new follower.
What?
What?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, Kiraf.
Yes, to see you on the chat.
Nice. Very cool.
Thanks for joining us officially. The guys appreciate more followers.
So,
Re-banter mode.
Also,
Yeah, that's
hello,
what I'm saying.
Architect.
Hello to everybody.
I'm trying to bring us more followers, but no one's following me from the other channels that
You need more charisma like mine.
I probably do. I need to be more charismatic.
You need to invite me to the other game one day, and I will bring all of the followers with me.
We just have you come in as Dracula.
Yes. I will need to practice my Transylvanian.
Like, that game's only got like 4
Blah,
more episodes, I think.
Oh, well,
Oh,
good enough to make an impression, yes?
Blinky saying, yeah, we need more whimsy in this stream.
Yes, we do. Unfortunately, Mr. Whimsy is eating breakfast and being late, like usual.
I know what I mean.
That's what you get for being a noble captain. You got to be late for the meeting.
I feel like Whimsy's like the prima donna of the group.
Yeah.
And
And
we love it.
that whole character waking up passed out and hungover. That's pretty. I think that might be pretty on par.
I'm just like waiting for Sador just to come in, like on, a skateboard, just going, "Yes, I've arrived." Just so you can get that gliding in motion.
So, as we are on Earth orbit, it is, I suppose it is high time or high noon to start playing the actual game. People going to follow. Yes, maybe, perhaps. Let me just adjust this camera a bit so you can actually see my beautiful
Maybe.
thighs. My beautiful thighs. No. Which one is the prettiest? Like this one or this one?
The other one.
Yes, the other one. Excellent answer. Now, what was
No,
I
the
about?
other
That's
one.
that's some good improv skills for me right there.
On par. Right. Right. Where was my control pattern to untag pregame banter? Over there. No, wait. It went back on. There we go. Right, we're officially on now. So people, behave. Behave, or I will have to speak in Transylvanian accent. Now, I do believe you were in the middle of shopping, which is now extended due to absence of a captain. Or whatever. It is your characters that are in charge, your characters that are doing the tough choices in life. Do you leave the captain behind or leave without him?
Feel like we
Yes,
have
I gave you
staff
the two same choices.
Point of clarification. Now, Derek is, technically the newest person aboard the ship. I feel like, does he have any power? I feel like no. Like, yeah, you're the doctor. Yeah, that's about it.
Landis is in command though, while the captain's out.
Exactly. So Landis, we need to have a staff meeting. Who do you invite? We need to have a senior staff meeting. Who do you invite?
Yeah. Oh, it'd just be Mars in the earth. So I'm just literally. Yeah, so I've actually ordered. So we're actually over Earth now, aren't we? From
Yes,
We're
you
talking San
have-
Diego.
Yes, we are. Okay.
The space station, San Diego, not the atmosphere version.
Yeah.
Your ship cannot take that.
Yeah, so I'm in the lounge and I'm just getting a casual drink. I've just put comms just saying that hello and Dr. Turner, whenever you have time, it'll be agreeable for you to come to the lounge and we can discuss the next stage of this operation.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay,
Let me finish up these few sets and I'll be over there now.
that's okay.
Head on down.
Yes, as you gather up, Dujar is brewing something in the kitchen near the lounge.
I feel like it doesn't smell good.
No, it doesn't. It smells close to coffee, but worse.
I'm just going, Dakar, what is that smell?
I believe it's something the humans call Raktajina.
What?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I've got it from some guy on the space station, so thought I'd give it a try. I mean,
Yeah.
what he made tastes good, but this smells different.
It's missing the secret ingredient. Love.
I thought the secret ingredient was lard.
That's right.
I feel like the best
Do
place
they
would
sell
be
those in
garbage.
packages?
All right, folks. Well, we're all gathered up. Thanks for the grub. Got my coffee in hand. Still no sign of the captain. He's still out doing his errands. He'll be back soon, though. He's had to go ahead and plan while in his absence. So, what do we need for this mission? Number one, what intel do we have? We have the known location of it. We know it's going to be a desert planet. Doctor, you procured us a couple of supplies for that, right?
Yep, I've taken care of the assumed basic necessities.
All right, very well. What else? Landis.
The planet in question is in Centauri space, but it's one that there seems to be not a lot of records about it. My concerns are about how people might react if they find a human ship over a world there that might be being pleasantly described as technically Centauri territory, even though there's no official records of it. I've kind of seen a better way of trying to head this off. I secured myself a uniform and some identification, just in case there's any official.
If we get in trouble, you're the guy talking.
Yes, and I'm hoping that they just see the uniform, they don't check the identification closely. It should match what I've got in record and uniform, but a thorough check probably won't do squat.
On that note, on that exact same note, in case we run into space battle on the way over there, who knows? What do we know about pirates in the area? I think the new turret system's been installed. Degar, Fear, Frija, everything good on that side? Sensors up and running, turrets up, computers up. Any engineering issues that we need to talk about?
Dujar looks from the kitchen going, as far as I know, about sensors you might ask Fear, and about the guns, probably yourself. But, the two guns we have are perfectly installed and no damage has been done to them.
Well, I was assuming the other crew were here too, that's why.
Oh.
We're all good. All right, so we're good on that side. Aeronautics is a go.
Ah, this is all. By your God.
And I'm just going, yeah, clean up the spittle. You know Sador's going to try and bill you for it.
All right, ground side. Here's what I'm expecting. It's a big unknown. We don't know if it's going to be hostile animals, lost civilization with a hostile defense system, or a pirate or a rebel base there. We have no idea what we're going to come across.
Well, I'm not really thinking pirates myself. It's too far deep. It's too far into our territory. If it was on the borders,
tracks.
maybe.
All right, that tracks. All right, so let's assume the worst then. Hostile creatures of unknown origin,
More likely, I would say, yeah.
possibly a ruined civilization with still active defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, who would be good? Frasier. I don't know. Should we take Frasier down this time?
How about...
Sorry, Miana. Should we take Miana down this time?
Yeah, let's just say if there's a robot there, it might be best if she's with us.
Point of fact here.
Mm.
Now that we're talking about this, I feel like we should add some freaking scanners on this ship.
Mm.
Just should.
It's not even... Could...
I mean, I would like to be able to scan a planet before I just go down there
Mm.
and be like, oh, look, there are things here trying to kill us.
Can we potentially fit the Ferroro with with a high altitude camera set? You know, you do a pass over and you can get...
I would just say you let me know because my Babylon 5 technology brain is not, the biggest. Can we fit a planetary scanner on this ship?
Yes.
How much?
Is it actually like feasible, or it'd be something like, wait, no, that's normally not done. But yeah, also how much?
Yes, I'm just digging it up. Let's see. There is options for live scanner. There's deep penetration scanners, and
Yeah, it is.
there's shallow penetration scanners
Jesus.
and mineral detection suits. But yeah, but I do believe you're more more
You
familiar
saw
with
a
deep
bit
penetration ones.
You saw a bit of picture.
Oh my god.
My bad.
I
That
was trying to
uncalled
keep
for.
this serious, but you just had to make it into a joke.
I
That was-
can't.
I'm afraid
mean,
this
you
is
said
on
it-
your side.
You throw me off a softball. I have to knock it out of the park, man.
Alright.
Come on.
So, all jokes aside, life scan and the deep penetration scanner are probably our best bets because if this ruins partially might be underground, because we don't know, this planet may have not been a desert, 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, we have no history on it. That's for sure.
So how much for the life scan and deep scanner? I'm just gonna call it deep scanner. We're not gonna add any extra words.
Let's see. Live scanner analysis suit consumes 1 ton of space and costs 4 million credits.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, we can't afford any of it. You might as well stop there. Never mind. Okay, no scanners.
How about we go with a simpler... Actually, we don't need to scan the entire planet. We just, if we're willing to take time...
Yeah.
And just go, well, I'm just thinking about...
Well, there is the option of getting yourself the improved signal processing unit. Or the the improved signal processing would require some sort of heavy favoring, as it is a TL11 thingy. But let me see. What's the sensor?
Folks, we're killing time for about 20 more minutes while Whimsy arrives.
You could also just increase your. Simply just add more scanners and make it into a military grade scanning unit, which would give you a more utility. It's easily available in Earth space, as it's standard military grade. So that would be a thingy. But that would set you back about $1.5
Our
million.
budget is about budget is $500,000.
Yeah, that would be 1.1 million credits.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying you can always apply for more loans. You do have collateral.
Oh, God.
Oh God, no.
We're going to collateral that we already collateral.
I just got on a debt in real life. There's no way I want to do that in video game.
Yeah. But the options are thus.
It's like mortgaging the mortgage.
I know.
That's what it feels like.
Now
You know
we
what?
did upgrade our computer system, didn't we?
Yeah.
All right.
You got an advanced computer system. Yes. That means you can run more software on it than without.
Okay.
All right. So the situation is until we get better at this whole adventuring thing,
Because
we got what we got for it. We're gonna probably our best bet is to scan for a couple once-overs. I mean, as it is, we don't even know where in the planet we're looking for.
to be honest with you, I feel like we need a bigger ship anyway. Because we are really getting we get really close to those space constraints a lot. Like, oh yeah, you have just enough room.
Well,
Hey, this guy, he has to sleep in the barracks. Sorry.
you can actually have a stateroom double decked, so you can fit 2 people in same stateroom. Just doubles the upkeep for that stateroom. That's it.
I'm not sharing a room with anybody.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
Well, I think he was planning on sharing with someone, but she kind of rebuffed his fancies.
Nah, man, she questioned me. You don't question Dr. Turner.
No, his
Turner
integrity.
just tells it what it is, how it is.
His integrity is intact, and it's a pillar for the community, isn't it?
Hey, I was just trying to do something nice.
Mhm.
She made it something that it wasn't.
All right. Anyways, getting back on mission. Here's the plan. We're gonna watch out for space attacks on our way over there. Once we arrive at location, we do a preliminary fly around, scan by with the ship with the Ferroro before we find the most interesting place that probably houses this secret treasure trove. I'm thinking it's some sort of lost civilization location. We go in at the ready. We bring Miana with us. We go full bore. We go nice and slow, and we improvise from there.
So here we leaving back on the ship, then.
Well, it depends once we get on the planet.
Oh.
We're going to do a 1 flyover recon mission just to get a lay of the land, and then we go do the thing. So we need to take one last look at this data crystal, see if there's anything that's hidden on there that we could use. Toss this over to who would be the best? Fear, engineering, or computers? Who would be the appropriate person to tell us more about what's in the data crystal?
I mean,
Probably not me.
it's not a means of it's just reading it, right? Probably
Yeah.
at this point, because it's not.
Technically, you don't have any dedicated computer specialists. You just have people who can whack it with a hammer and see if it fixes itself.
Gotcha.
Well, I have a. No.
Let's make this simple. I toss it over to you. Boom, plug it in.
Me?
Tell me what it's. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you've actually seen this before, Doc. Here's what we're getting into, and I toss over the data crystal to you.
Okay. What do I see?
Well, roll me computer.
One second, hold on. As roll your computers.
Yes.
That be electronics.
So if I have a TL9 computer. I have a computer. It says one by it. I don't know what that means.
No, that's irrelevant at this point.
Okay.
Going for your skill, I think.
Do I have computers on here? Computers.
Do you have
Oh,
any electronics? If you do, it's computers is at 0. unless you have-
Characteristic is intellect,
Education.
12.
Oh, that's
Excellent.
good.
Excellent. Ah, well, you do manage to spot the file that says location, and it has the location
We're idiots.
as you guys have so far determined, which is like the stellar coordinates in the hyperspace, as well as a few locations on the general map of the planet. You also spot a hidden file.
Oh,
shit.
crap.
Good work, Doc. What's it say?
Dr. Hendricks' secret porn stash. Do not touch.
No.
Do you mention the secret file to anyone?
Oh shit.
I'm so conflicted right now.
Why don't you take
Yeah.
a why don't you look first and then decide after?
Yes.
Oh,
I do that.
I love enabling you to be bad.
I know you do.
Well, it turns out it's the vacation pictures of Dr. Hendricks, which is essentially the site of 7 moons going into eclipse at the same time. It's labeled as the Ibendi miracle. Also, there's a few notations on artifacts found on the planet, but these are essentially marked as taken away, taken away, taken away, taken away, left behind, taken away, taken away, taken away.
Okay.
And also mentions that Ibendi was a flourishing civilization until 1,000 years ago, when it fell to outside invaders, something they refer to as the Great Darkness, that fell upon the planet and apparently destroyed all life.
Of course it is. Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'll let them know this. There's nothing juicy there. I'll let them know that information.
Never heard of these Credonis people before. Interesting. Well, there we go. Probably a couple ruins, and sounds like there's a strife load of artifacts there for us to loot. I'm sorry, recover and send back to their proper owners.
I don't think if it's a dead world, there's no owners.
Well,
Finders
Well-
keepers, losers weepers, I think humans say.
my issue is that
Oh.
something wiped out the civilization, and we don't know if it was weapons, biological, you know what I mean? We don't know what it is. We don't have too many answers, so I feel like I'm gonna have to be prepared for any medical situation.
If it's yeah, but if it's just trying to think, if it was anything that serious, I would just imagine that it would have been noted.
I mean, it could have happened before. I mean, this entire empire is vast, but quite a bit of it was conquered by your, ancestors. So it could have happened before they,
Oh, of course.
kept on going. You know what I mean?
Of course. I mean, we generally don't destroy viable planets when we.
Exactly. And I'm pretty sure if it was destroyed while the Empire was reigning, somebody been like, yeah.
Well, this is the thing. If this is just maybe done just before we started to expand, by the sounds of it.
Yep.
Because I mean, something that could take a threat that could take out a planet there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the sort of thing that would get any sort of civilization panicking. I mean, you look at what happened with the Delgar and how you humans got involved in that situation. I mean, at the time they didn't really pose a threat to the humans, but you still got involved.
Yeah, this is true. That being said, Landis, can you help me out in getting a more sophisticated medical kit?
How sophisticated are you talking about?
How sophisticated can you get me?
Oh.
Hey, I save lives. Just remember that.
I'm not disputing that, Doctor. I'm just thinking who I might be able to talk to, because any technology that that's more advanced than human technology and that's not military would either be my people's or maybe Minbari. Or
Doc, we may need do a couple more jobs at least before we can afford some more upgrades.
On technical aspect, you might be able to pull a favor and get yourself a high-tech TL12 medikit.
Yeah, that's only 5,000 credits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
My bad.
it's more about getting the right people, and it's definitely not going to be 5,000 credits.
I mean, that is the base cost, so little up, little down, little up, but as long as
That's
like
not the rooster cost of it.
we buy it from the Centauri flea market $1. It's a bargain.
Second hand. Is there a second hand version of this that fails sometimes? No, I'm just kidding. All right, folks.
Give me ideas.
Unless we get that on the way over there, I suggest we start prepping to leave here in the next 24 hours. Finish up reloading, resupplying, head out over there. Possibly we could get that on the way. We get it on the way.
Yeah. Hey, Malone, I would like to see you in Med Bay. I just want to do another quick check on you.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Of course. All right. Any more business to discuss then before this meeting is over?
No, that's everything from my end. I've got to get a few messages off myself anyway.
All right, messages. Got it. All right. Let's break.
Right.
We get back here in 24 hours. We'll take off. I'm expecting the captain back by then, so we should be good to go. Doc, I'll meet you over there for testing here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, what is Landis up to?
I'll be taking the Ferraro and going to the tailor that I've hired there, down on Earth.
Taking Ferraro alone or with company?
I probably might take Fraser with me there, just
take her with you.
Just to have someone to watch my back when I'm on Earth there.
Watch your back or
Watch my back, not wash my back, sir.
It's hard to hear sometimes.
That's what you do with kidnapped juveniles.
Yeah.
Yep. Apparently.
Seriously.
Wooster.
I'm gonna get this banned
They're
from
gonna
Twitch.
shut us down.
Anyway,
Yes.
while Landis is going down
Mhm.
with Fraser, I do believe it's Mr. and Doctor. Sorry, Colonel and Doctor in a medipain
Colonel and
all
Doctor.
together, going all intimate. So,
I'm calling you Noah.
What you got, Doc? How's it looking?
Well, I was able to procure some of these drugs that should inhibit your burgeoning sonic powers.
All right, good. Because our headaches are starting to get a little bit worse.
The thing is that Psycor keeps this drug very tight-lipped. There have been rumors of various side effects that it may have, but I cannot tell you what they are 100%.
No problem, Doc. I'll keep you informed.
All right.
And whatever side effects, don't care. Just give me this shit. Immediately pop one.
Here's a shot.
I have no.
It's not smart as you're taking.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah, those were the painkillers you just popped.
Yeah.
I give you the inoculation, but I do tell like any side effects. I don't care if your right pinky itches. You let me know.
Okay, Mr. Right Pinky Itches, give me a endurance roll.
Oh, don't die.
Now, kids, this is our afternoon special. It's called Track Mark Malilly.
11.
Alright, fair enough.
Maybe not.
You don't feel a thing. You just, aside of not feeling physically anything, it also feels like you lost half of your vision. Like, you can still see perfectly. Oh, hello, Whimsy. Welcome back.
Hey guys, can you hear me on this, or do I need to?
Yeah.
A little bit higher, a little bit more mic boom.
Yeah,
You got
might be good.
That's okay, because the microphone on this headset is shit, because it's cheap, so...
Yeah, just get sellotape, strap it to your mouth.
Just, is that better?
That is better.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Okay.
Just duct tape it there. Just duct tape it
When
there.
we talk, I'm gonna have to sort of lean forward like I'm thinking quite hard. Like, the case. How's everyone been? It's good to see you guys again.
Yeah, we're okay.
We're happy to see you. We're lost without you.
Happy. Yeah, for reals. Last episode, we're like, what do we do? The captain's not here. We don't know what to do. We need somebody to
You
tell
want
us what to
to
do.
You meant to have initiative. That is why I hire the right people, so they know their jobs. I simply manage. The sign of a good leader.
Nice. You
Yeah,
manage very well.
Good
Yeah,
save.
he manages his drinking account very well.
Speaking of drinking, bear with me while I sort of work my
Your morning
It does
coffee.
look like a whiskey.
Looks like a white Russian.
I wish. No, it's sort of delicious whey protein.
Protein.
Wouldn't recommend it,
Whey protein shake. Awesome. All right.
So
Yeah, Doc. It's all good.
It appears in middle of examination, as Mr. Malone's senses seem to be dulled, functioning but dulled. That you get the announcement that hey everyone, captain's on board, landing with the personal taxi shuttle in 5 seconds ago.
All right. Hey, looks like the captain's back. Doc, is there anything else that you need to check before we meet up?
Nope, just keep me apprised.
All right. So far it's okay. I'll let you know how things go.
Okay.
Go say hello to the captain a bit.
Sure.
Meet and greet. Hey, Cap.
Hello them alone. I step off the shuttle from wherever I've been. And it's good
You're-
to see everyone again. I get a update on the situation. How's it been going?
Going
Everything.
good. We docked here at San Diego, back on Earth, in preparation to go check out the planet, pick up these relics that are on the data crystal from about a couple months ago.
So we think they belong in a museum, or is this a sponsored private enterprise, or has it been the?
This is on us. This is completely on us.
Look at
This,
us. We
whatever we get here from this planet is going to be all ours. Relics, new technology, lost civilization, adventure. Oh yeah.
should head away. I should head away more often. That sounds excellent. Right, let's do it.
Well, Doc, we got Captain, we got everything pretty much secured. We're going to be leaving here in the next 24 hours or less. Get situated, get ready. Oh, and I got us a nice new piece of armor for us to go on site.
Excellent. Are we anticipating being shot at, or is it just a?
We have no idea what we're going to run across. Have absolutely no clue. Isn't that great?
That's how I like to live ignorantly.
Amazing.
Amazing.
All right.
Okay, the doctor became well prepared and bought a lot of things for everybody.
On a meta narrative, we are literally just going to go into the planet, see what happens.
Mhm.
There's stuff there. Loot, probably. Adventure for sure.
Oh, anyway,
Landis.
well, Landis has reached San Diego proper on the on the Earth's surface and is meeting up with his tailor. The suit he ordered is ready. It only costs him 2,500 credits to make it look proper.
Fantastic. I'm just looking at it and I'm going, oh, that definitely pass. The paperwork that goes with them, how did that?
Ah, yes. I do believe the certain gentleman from the embassy provided me with these. Hence you some identity cards and a data crystal.
Just out of curiosity, did he say how good a job he did? Is it just a cursory glance or is that a deeper scan they would pass? Did he say?
I cannot vouch for that, sir.
That's fine.
These are as good as they come.
What I'm doing is I'm pulling out my own military identity cards from when I was actually still in the Navy, and I'm actually just looking them over against that. I'm going, at cursory glance, they will actually suit my needs. It would just be based on me talking myself out of the situation if they're going to be trying to do any. Want to look into them further.
Sir, please. It is
course.
not in your interest for me to know what you use these costumes for.
Of course, yes, costumes, of course, costumes. I'll be the head of the party.
Indubitably.
Of course, yes.
Please enjoy your celebrations and do remember that in any official capacity we have not provided you with anything else than fancy
course.
outwear.
Of course not. And if anything was to happen, they will not hear that I bought the items from you.
Yeah. Everything would be a hearsay at best.
Exactly. There's no point in me mentioning your name. But as always, pleasure doing business with you.
As always.
So I put the identity cards into the actual breast pocket, close up the box, and put that under my arm, and I go, "You coming, Fraser?"
Captain? Oh, is it Commander now?
We'll talk about that later. Yes.
So when's the party?
This is gonna be a party that we might wish never happens, Fraser.
Ow. Doesn't mean I don't get any cake.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get you cake.
Yay!
So I'm just walking down the street and I'm going, while we're on our Fraser, does anything catches your eye?
I was thinking about getting a new pulse cannon for Ferrero.
Anything maybe a wee bit smaller. I would have to pass it with the other ship owners.
A laser drill?
I'm just laughing. Right. When we're saying a laser drill, are we talking a personal one, or are we talking about a laser drill that's attached to an excavation vehicle of some kind?
The latter.
Why am I not surprised? It's like, so, seriously, is there nothing there that you want that's just small and personal for yourself? I don't know, like a model ship or something. I don't know what would Jurassic go for there.
Ooh, I could use a model for. That one. And she's pointing on the window. Still sits a copy of a Hyperion class heavy cruiser. It's a model. It's gilded, painted, everything, and the price tag says not only $1,199.
How much? Sorry.
1,199.
Just give me a second, Fraser. There.
I mean, technically, you're kidnapping her right now, so I guess you could.
I'm trying to make it a nice and pleasant experience for her.
Oh yeah,
Kidnapping is such a strong word.
I don't think Whimsy was there for that.
Oh no, he was.
No. Don't bother explaining. I'll catch up. It's been a deliberate ignorance.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll all make sense by the end of the session.
I'm sure the chat will explain to you.
No. Yeah. This is what I call preparing a character witness.
I'm not gonna witness anything. I'm not a snitch.
Snitches get stitches.
So I just go in and I just go, That. Do you have any of the Hyperion model by any chance?
In the shop, you mean?
In the shop, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally in the window.
Well, I'm just wondering if that's just solely a display piece or something, or if they've got more.
Right.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yes, they do sell them. There's the window still model, the 1200, and there is the cheaper plastic model only for 200.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna get the nicer model there.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as my wife hasn't maxed out my bloody credits again.
The wife has not maxed out your credit card
Oh, thank goodness. That's nice to hear.
yet.
Yeah, I know. That's the operative word, yet.
Right. So you buy that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Reduce that from your bank account.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I should probably.
Yeah.
What's
So it's the 2.5 for the other items.
4.5. 2.5. Yes.
2.5, right? We just call that
So
around 200 for that.
3,699 total.
3,699. Okay. Should still have funds left as long as I'm not keeping a massive track on that because I'm afraid of what I'll find as the next big expense for Sereni and the house.
Yes. There is gonna be some expenses in the future.
Oh crap! I forgot about those.
Anyway,
She's doing the upgrades. I forgot about that.
well, it did come with basic furniture.
I know.
I mean, that's hardly suitable for her stature.
I know. And I had to buy her off for the information on the feeder. I know.
Yes. Either way,
Scanner.
now you return to the ship.
Yes, we will be returned to the ship. And before anyone else makes any suggestions, no, I'm not taking her out for dinner. I'm not taking her out for drinks. It's strictly professional, and we're going back to the Jacaranda.
Oh, that's no fun.
Fair enough.
The old you would have done it.
So,
The shipper and me is disappointed now.
anyone who wants to do anything before departure in 18 hours?
How provisioned are we for food
We
and
got it.
alcohol?
Well, there's a fresh deal on linguine going on.
Oh boy,
No,
you're
I
the
don't want to see
worst.
another. I try and keep a straight face for crew morale, but I don't want to see another fucking linguine again. Need to move on to India or something.
If I'm there when that advert comes up, you just see me like dash across the screen just to hit the X mark for that advert.
Oh no, I'm sure it's more like I asked. Oh, in my absence, have you managed to sort of stock up supplies and stuff? And
Yeah,
the
we're
crew are
ready to
like,
go.
Oh yes, absolutely. We're 100% on top of it. Don't worry, Captain. We have it all underway.
Well, you do have
0%.
a mostly empty cargo bay. There's only some spare supplies and re-entry capsules, as I've.
We
as
are
far
going
as
to
I
need
recall.
that to haul our treasure. The
Yeah.
only thing I could be considering is, could we get like a knockdown deal on some sort of excavator bot or large amounts of, say, mining explosives? Look, we're doing some archaeology, lads.
Yeah.
We got digging material, dude. The doc took care of it.
I bought excavation kit. I didn't buy dynamite.
Let's get some dynamite. Everything's better with dynamite. Yeah, can I find like a good deal on some reasonably priced sort of, it's for a tree stump kind of explosives?
So you mean like plastic charges?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know archaeology, so actually, that is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reach out to a potential professional and say, look, we're considering a dig of some sort, without going into too many details. A list of professional advice and items we may need.
Let us see about that. There's a list of explosives available. There's breaching charges. So basically C4. That's available in 250 credit blocks. Each of them is a 4 dice of damage with armor penetration of 6 points and blast radius of just 1 meter.
Oh, we can't get a bulk discount, can we?
Sorry, I did not catch that.
Oh, we can't get a bulk discount, can we?
But yes, you can negotiate a bulk discount if you have the.
Oh, absolutely. How much C4?
How much for a lot? How much for like a
XP?
forest?
That's like
Yeah, exactly. Like how much for like I don't know, a kilometer square of culturally significant artifacts? You know. What do we think, guys?
So it's it's base price of 250 credits a kilo. So that's 250,000 per ton. So
That's a lot of, boom, boom.
Yeah, we probably only need like a tenth of that. So should we say 100?
Get 10
kgs
kilos. Get 10 kilos.
Oh, okay. Let's
only
get
10
20. Let's double it.
charges. 20 charges.
Yeah, let's get 20. 20 charges.
That's about 5,000 credits. You want to go for bulk
Absolutely.
discount, so give me a roll on your broker skill, will you?
Yeah.
That's a margin of success, so I will give you a discount of yeah, you can get all of this for 4,750 credits.
Look at me, I've been buying bulk explosives for years. Yeah, the next one is reaching out to a professional archaeologist, or like someone who does mining, perhaps.
Uh,
Just getting some professional advice. Hey, look, we're thinking we may need to do some excavations at a future date. What can you tell us?
As far as excavations go, one should reserve plenty of time to preserve any particular artifacts from damage as they're digging. So no heavy machinery, no explosives. Basically, what you would like to do it with spoons and brushes.
Okay. In terms of what about general supplies for digging and so on? What I'm looking for here is basically, is there anything we've potentially overlooked that you want to hook us with meta-narratively?
Meta-narratively speaking, I do not take any. I don't give you anything for granted, but you may roll a suitable skill of archaeology or using a contact of your choice. So perhaps science plus social.
What history? Aren't you a history buff?
Oh
Yeah,
you're
I'm a history buff. I would
So
say,
roll
yeah,
your history
yes.
skill with social stats, please.
Yes, maybe I'm one of the least that's been dug up.
Yeah, look, absolutely. History is quite a close-knit profession on Earth because only the very wealthy can
Fair
afford to
enough.
study.
Yes,
So,
you do believe that to make a speedy excavation, you want A, explosives, B, you want heavy machinery, and C, you want something to possibly hack any electronic devices, and D, anything to jimmy up locks. Because usually if they are in a small box, you don't want to use explosives on it.
So they're saying we want boom boom, pew pew, and dig dig.
Okay, for the purpose of sort of expediting this.
I think with the explosives,
Can
all
I,
we need.
can I just do like a one roll to sort of get machinery, or do you want me to do like a roll for machinery, a roll for electronics, and a roll for locks after
I do
appropriate
believe-
consultation with my crew who specialize? Apart from, I don't think we've got anyone who has like a heavy vehicles license. Do we?
Well, technically, you're gonna be in uninhabited space, so you don't need the licenses.
Nice.
It's more about can we actually get the heavy goods vehicle onto the ship?
Yeah, your ship
absolutely.
has this thing called carrying capacity maximum. Then ships, heavy machinery tends to take space.
Yeah.
Your biggest bottleneck at the moment is Furoro, that can only take 5 tons of supplies at once.
That's not that bad. I mean, like, how much does a small digger weigh? Like 2 tons.
Maybe a couple of tons.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
you can fit a small digger in there. That would set you back about 20,000.
That's okay. We can do that. What do you guys reckon? A small digger or more explosives?
I figure we got what we need, Captain. I think we're making assumptions about
You're
stuff.
right. You're right. I may be getting carried away in my enthusiasm, but if we do need a small digger,
Can we just like get a laser drill? Like one of those.
yes, exactly. Let's get a laser drill and whatever we need for locks and.
Because the laser drill is 7,500 credits till 9. So
Is an excellent idea, Doctor. I did not know you were an archaeology buff.
that's like the hardware store.
The
Yeah, okay, let's
there's-
get a laser drill rather than a small digger.
Yeah, we're going to space B&Q, guys.
So there's also the option of installing a laser drill onto the Ferraro.
And how much is that going to cost us?
How much
Well,
is that?
depends. Do you want a laser drill or a beam laser cannon?
A
Laser drill,
laser drill.
Laser cannon is what my bet is.
a laser drill is 150,000 and the beam laser is 500,000.
Let's see, laser drill.
Let's just get the hand laser. Is that not cheaper, the manual one that we stick in the vehicle?
Or we get the semi-portable laser drill. We get two of those. We get one for all of us, and we just sit there.
And this is where we all go, don't cross the streams. Don't cross the streams.
Guys, I'm fine with upgrading the Ferraro a bit. Laser drill seems to be
Okay.
Okay.
for 75k. That's doable.
No, it's 150k.
Look, I know a guy who knows a guy who can probably get a laser drill off the back of a lorry. You know, a space lorry.
It fell off the lorry. Fell off.
Yeah,
So just,
Yeah, there's actually this space miner called Domingo Ruben that is selling a slightly used mining laser.
oh, absolutely. Yeah. Domingo is a good guy.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
trustworthy.
Yeah, he's got kids to feed.
Yeah, it's on a slight discount. Perfectly working order. Simple to install, nothing to it. You can basically do it on your own as you have a hanger for your ship and all. But
Mark, you're the
Chamber.
so
Captain.
it's only 75,000. Just because just because you can install it on your own. So you save up a lot on the labor.
Champion. Is that just a broker role or something to sort of make
It's
sure
75.
it's
It's
okay?
been broker, dude. You're getting it at a half discount. There's no more.
Okay,
Don't
champion.
fight for no. Just pay for it.
Okay, I just pay for it. I pay for it in cash because he seems like a cash guy.
Alright.
Small
And how-
yes.
And how much for the special computer to hack things? Hack blogs.
Let's see. Where is the programs?
Who's that? Hold on.
Don't you have hacking programs already?
Who, me?
Yes.
We
Hey,
should.
I feel like you're letting people know things I don't want them to know yet. Like what? His
So you
computer can
don't.
do what?
That's a no then. Okay.
That's
No, I don't have a decrypting. I mean, how much would it cost just to add the program on my computer?
You could the decryption programs which are illegal, as in legal, 5,000 credits. That's a bandwidth of 1, and gives you yeah, just allows you to decrypt encrypted things. And there is also the intrusion software, which is typically not legal, which is 1,000 credits only for bandwidth 1 version. This is this, however, is because you have access to actual archaeologists. You can get the designed for alien hardware's model.
For
Oh,
the
the
intrudes?
one with the alien support driver.
Yes.
You mean the legal one?
The
Don't they use
legal one,
it?
as long as you don't use it, it should be legal.
It's supported by abandonware.com.
Something along those lines. Yes.
Yeah, go ahead and give me. What was okay? So which one am I paying for? The 1,000 credit one?
Decryptor means if it's encrypted, you can decrypt it. But intrusion means you can get in the system that has firewalls.
I'll buy both.
6,000 credits.
Okay, got it.
These are both tech level 10 items.
Wait,
Yeah, you're
okay.
welcome, kids.
I mean, I think I'm gonna have to upgrade the security on my computer now.
Ah, yes.
Getting paranoid.
I just love Blinken's comment. Just get the Independence Day laptop.
Exactly.
What, he just installs Windows 95 onto the alien computer and it just crashes?
You can go faster than light, but you can't get to Windows XP. It's a conundrum.
I'm pretty sure they installed Windows Vista or something.
There's
The real villain of this galaxy.
well, has anyone ever seen Star Trek? It's a Finnish parody on Star Trek. And they do their version of First Contact, and their way of beating the Borg is by installing Windows 95 onto the cube. They're going, yes, an evil mastermind held the world hostage. Talking about Bill Gates.
Anyway. So, any other preparations you want to do?
Okay.
You have the uninstalled laser mining drill sitting in your cargo hold, waiting for somebody to put it on the Furoro.
I do have a question because I definitely want to increase the security on my computer. So, who do I have to talk to
Well,
to get the TL11? I mean, I know who I have to talk to. I don't want to make it more. Yeah, I'll make it more deal.
so do you want to talk to any special contacts about this, or do you just want to go to the local supermarket and buy it?
No, I'll talk to one of my contacts.
You
I'll
need
talk to one of my intelligence friends from back in the day.
these guys. Okay. Give me a social brokering roll.
Oh goodness, my social is horrible.
No wonder you got burnt from the community.
I know, man. I don't even think I have broker. No, I have broker is not trained by me. You are.
He's broken.
I know. Ugh.
Sorry, I can't resist that pun.
Ugh.
I know
I
it's bad.
really don't want to roll this.
Oh, that's the only way to get anything. At such a short.
That is a 4.
Ooh.
That -3 hurts. That
You actually
-3
steal
hurts.
one of your
Yeah.
kidneys.
So, as you are asking around, you start noticing that these telltale signs of, hey, these are shutting off way too fast. It seems like someone is after you,
Mm-hmm.
and you just been how do you call it? Marking your position.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna make me kill somebody, Rooster. I'm reckless. I'm reckless.
Choices, consequences.
Oh yeah. I'm a great doctor, but I just have outside of medical, I make horrible choices. That's
Let's see. Show, don't tell.
Anyways.
Okay.
Anyways, these people are
Or
clearly
show
protecting
and
their
tell
hides
at the same
and
time.
cutting connections to you before they get caught in association.
Okay.
So
What did you do to get people afraid of you?
I didn't do anything. I feel like I
That's-
need.
That's what they all say.
How can I trace who's been investigating me
well,
or watching me or whatever? Trace them.
there is of course that option, or there's the option of asking the guys to leave early and shift this problem to a later date. But to start tracking down, I do believe it comes down to streetwise.
Do I have that? I do have Streetwise.
Who is this doctor?
Is that just intellect role, social role, street?
Depends on your approach. Are you asking contacts or are you doing your own legwork? That using contacts allows you to stay on the ship. However, doing legwork means you gotta get on site.
No. I stay on the ship because I'm envisioning like I am doing this research as we are leaving so that way, because this is going to be. I play the long game.
We're on route then. We're gonna do this while we're on route. That
Yeah.
sounds like a great idea to me. I'm for it. I'm
yeah.
anxious to be leaving.
Basically, I'm talking to the contacts that have not written me off yet, and I'm trying to figure out who's got me marked.
Okay, fair enough. That's a social hub.
Stop making me roll social.
Never.
That's a 7. It's a 1. Rolls a 1. Fucking hate roll 20.
Yes.
Devil.
Yes. It appears that the contacts you're talking to are all to either don't respond to your calls, or are, as soon as they realize it's you, drop it, except for one who says, "You're far too hot for me. I can't keep on talking." Good luck.
I see.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment.
Oh no.
You're far too hot for me. You're out of my league, son.
Somebody just lit dynamite. They just don't know it yet.
Yep. But is it black dynamite?
That is the name of my.
That was my code name. That was my code name.
I love it. What's up? Whimsy?
I was gonna say, so does Dr. T do you right back, going, look, I'm really eager to get off. I think we should increase our departure sort of 6 hours ahead of schedule. Let's go. What do you play cool?
But when I do show up, I do like take Landis and Noah and be like, "So did anyone tell Frazier to explain things to Zadora? Or are we just going to like let that shit happen naturally or something?"
We'll have that conversation on the way up.
I think
I
we
feel
just
like we were
can-
flying that way. I'm just like, are we like as we're going? Do we tell
Yeah.
them?
It's not our place to tell him. It's hers.
I know, but you know,
Man.
I mean,
No. Okay, let's be honest. We've had disagreements, but I agree with you, the view that you took with her. It's
Look, she told us to keep us in the info. We're letting
Yeah.
the captain know. It's that simple.
I mean, yeah, I kept the secret, and I thought it was more of a doctor-patient thing, but we are kidnapping an underage female who's not supposed to be on her home planet.
At most, I don't think any of us were involved in the kidnapping. Sador might be implicated in the original kidnapping, because out of anyone that should really have known about us, it was him.
No, he has known her the longest, right?
Exactly.
Oh, he should know this then.
We've just accidentally found out about it, and we're going with the Earth tradition that she seems to be representing a healthy desire to have her own life, and we were supporting her in that. We were unaware of the cultural significance of what she was doing, and that's how we play it.
Okay, sounds good to me.
My thoughts is we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
And if we see a Drazi warship, we go the other way.
That sounds like a great idea.
Preferably to Centauri's space. They don't like to come near us for some reason.
Okay,
It's unlocked, and that's where we're going, heading.
Yeah.
but like if we all stop talking, we all just like go in like separate directions.
I just got this image. The door opens. There's Whimsy. He goes, "Oh, hi. What are you gentlemen doing?" Talking about, and all of us nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, that's fine. I'm about to cast off the moorings and sail into space. Tally ho. Because space is like an ocean, clearly.
I know.
You do have
Yeah.
solar sails.
We
Yes,
do.
Captain
We sail
Harbaugh.
gently away from the home planet of humanity. Once again into the distant stars for treasure and plunder.
Yo-ho, it's the pirate's life for me.
I will
You
say that
are
I've done a
a
little
pirate.
research on sea shanties. There's
Yarr,
mandatory
harr, hiddly
sea
dee.
shanty training.
All the good news, Sadura. While you have been on Earth, the previous session, you were doing the tax returns, and turns out due to your frugal management of the ship, you are allowed to roll me education plus your admin and see how much tax rebates you got in extra.
Amazing.
Yeah, gets 30 million tax rebate so we can pay off this loan.
So it appears you got 8,000 extra credits thanks to tax rebates and sensitivity training.
Oh no, it's good. Look, it's a small business employment tax rebate. That's great.
Yeah.
I overlooked it before, but now I've filled out all the paperwork, and the extra 1,000 credits will go a very long way.
Mhm.
That restocks your bar perfectly.
Oh yeah, you know.
Especially after what a certain Centauri have done to it.
I have not touched his collection. Oh yeah, I have, because I kind of rigged my own collection there. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
I
Whoops.
buy the good stuff, and then I put it into the bottles of the mid-range stuff, and I switch them around.
Yeah, I went for all of it.
I put like the 50-year whiskey in like the 10-year whiskey bottle, and the 10-year whiskey into the like 50-year whiskey bottle.
You do realise I've discovered that trick of yours?
I don't know this. I think it's a cunning plan.
Yeah, I've not mentioned it. You just think I have vile taste that I'm automatically going for the 10-year-old.
Anyway,
That sounded.
that does have that does have one crucial point. That means you will have to open up the 50-year-old.
Look, in the future, right? The whiskey industry won't let you know this, but you can basically synth stuff that's almost exactly the same. The main thing is the prestige. So what I do is I move it across, then I sort of vacuum seal it with the hand vacuum sealer. That's fine. It's fine. No, it tastes. It's primarily conspicuous consumption, sort of.
So you
The
leave
types of people
early.
who go for that.
So you leave early for this deep space and the unknown sector of the galaxy. The Centauri space, where no man has tread before. In a 5-year mission to bring glory and loot. Well, actually, 5-week mission, but let's not get stuck with the details. Also, Blinky gives you an advice. Overcomplicate it, just change the labels.
Blinky, I knew there was a reason. I knew there was a reason we kept you on. It's a good thing that you're smarter than this character, man.
I can't. God damn it.
As long as you've got just plain bottles, you're fine with that. That would work.
No, you know, look, Zadura's the kind of guy to like get all the equipment for a massively overcomplicated plan and to miss the obvious. We know him by now, you know. Let's just let him continue as he means to go on.
Yes, indeed. Overcomplicated is part of his style. To do otherwise would be a betrayal of his values, and we cannot have that, can
Oh,
we?
look, being direct is impolite. If you were raised well, overcomplicated is how you do it.
Indeed. Now, we return to the matter of hand. I would have the main pilot of the ship, aka Mr. Cortaz, to roll me astrogation with the help of your resident astrogator, Mr. Fear Jaddo. So you will receive a bonus of +3 for your efforts.
So what am I rolling on today?
Astrogation.
Astrogation.
You are considered to have it trained to the aid of your minion.
Alright, okay.
You may use either intellect or education at your disposal.
Well, me myself, I don't have astrogation, so I'll just be doing a straight intellect roll there.
Yeah, indeed.
but it'll be just a plus. It'll just be a 0 for myself because Severe is helping me with this. You were saying,
Yes.
just making sure I took your instructions.
Does
correct.
that account for the bonus? No, it does not.
No.
Whatever. You set out for the deep space, and the long voyage is indeed a long voyage. Oh, I was supposed to ask, do you make a detour by Centauri Prime, or do you go directly for your target?
I think based on what the good doctors told me, I don't want to go nearby Centauri Prime at the moment, because there's a certain Centauri female that's might not be happy to hear that we're nearby. But I'm not going to mention that. I'm just going to go with, well, I don't. If they're looking over my shoulder and going, well, I'm surprised you're not going anywhere near the homeworld. I'm going, we can pick up stuff that we need from the other planets. There, it just takes us out of the way.
Nice.
So you
Yeah, I
take-
hear Centauri Prime's a bit of a tourist trap these days.
Well, there is one simple problem on your way. It turns out that your latest acquisition, aka the Minbari warrior Lanon, approaches the captain of the ship, which coincidentally just went mute.
Yes, the captain of the ship is always open and willing to talk to his crew as a forward-thinking employer.
Captain, it has come to my attention that it has been several weeks since I was promised accommodation on the ship, and so far I have been staying in the jail cells, which is hardly befitting a warrior of my status.
I knew we had forgotten something.
No, I am pretty sure we took care of that. We were just waiting for it to be done, and he was rooming in with me at this moment. But if the situation's different, how do we fix this? I'm not even there. I should be quiet.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're right. That is a. I certainly understand your complaint. It doesn't befit a warrior of your station. Let me. What the hell is that map of our ship, so I can visualize things?
I
Do you have it up on the roll
I
20?
will open it up for you in 20. It's over here, and there we go. Oops, let me just put on light so you can actually see.
We have
things.
full lighting in this ship. That's been restored.
Yes, now where's the button for it? Over there, and let's give you global illumination, and there. No, that didn't work either. Let's just move the advantage for war. There we go. So
Certainly,
So
I
let's
can
give- let's give
understand your concern.
let's give the view to
Look,
the
I know
people.
the jail, Lennon. I know the jail cell is not fitting a manifestation. So we can, if you prefer, move you into the bar or lounge area. That way, just you can freely get up at night and make yourself a snack, or should you feel like a drink. I don't think I've seen you drinking. You can easily access one of those. How does that sound?
Captain, one does require privacy for their daily meditations.
So look, we can set aside an area of the ship for your meditations. Of course, is this a cultural tradition of which I have been woefully unaware, and for which I apologize. Like, these guys meditate quite regularly. Is that kind of their thing? Is it a well-known thing?
Yes, the Minbari are well known for their religious habits. Even the warrior caste does partake in the meditation rituals, despite it being the purview of the religious caste in primary. However, it does help one's martial abilities to be able to meditate every now and then.
Do you need a quiet space, a large space, or simply meditation for your privacy?
Quite simply, I would require a room where I have secure storage of my items, my personal possessions, and a bed that does not tempt death.
Okay, quickly, what is... Is there any way we can set something up like that, sort of, down in engineering?
Engineering is a zero-G space.
A hammock, then.
Just get rid of the prison cell and convert it back into a room.
Yeah.
That's true, yes, look. I'll tell you what we can do is convert your current accommodations so that you have some privacy and some more space. Between us, engineering has the tools to do so.
There is, of course, the option of doubling up some of your current crew and relieving one of the
No,
rooms.
we take crew morale very seriously, as you can see from my swift and resolute response to your concerns. So no, we will retrofit your current accommodation if you would just bear with us.
Why, when this is going on, where is this actually happening? Is this on the bridge?
I imagine, I don't know, either on the bridge or in the
Oh,
bar.
it's in your bedroom with all the super
Yes.
decorations. Full stock bar, art everywhere. Very
He looks at the jacuzzi. Yeah.
Look, that's for
Therapeutic
distressing.
reasons.
As a senior executive member of the ship, it's a very stressful position, and I do need to unwind. But yeah, sure, we can. I will get Degar to retrofit your cell.
But that would take a few.
Degar, and yeah, basically have him do the thing.
How long would that take, though?
Yeah.
Like you just knock out some walls and sort of hang up a sheet.
There's not even a
This is
bathroom.
not
in there.
changing rooms.
Where's the bathroom in there?
Let's
Of
take
course
care of
there
that.
is.
Let's take care of
Each
that.
cell has like
once
a
we get
bathroom
back.
and a bed and stuff.
Or a hole in the ground?
Pretty
Oh,
much,
you know?
yes.
No, it's
It's
like
one
a,
of those
you know,
squatting toilets.
a barrack. I suppose it could be.
Oh, by the way, for the record, when I've been doing the monthly stipends to all the peoples, I've been including them at the low pay of 1,500 for Lanon. Spending money. I feel bad
Are we
about him
are we
just not
shortchanging the disgraced Minbari warrior? Is that what you're saying?
Frasia's getting like 1,000, 1,500 credits a month, so I figured that's the lowest rating. I'm gonna pay him the lowest.
I mean, technically, we don't have to pay him at all because
Correct.
he's required to come with us.
You are correct, but I wanted to give him spending money.
You're right. That's a nice thing to do. That's a very nice thing to do.
And I notice. I was doing the ship's accounts that your spending stipend has not decreased. You are aware that you are free to spend it as you choose as a member of our ship.
I understand. That is for my use, and I will do so when I find something to use it upon.
I mean, if it's that big of a deal, I will sleep in the med bay. He can have my room.
No. Look, we're gonna retrofit that jail. I never figured we should have a jail in the first place. It says bad things about our ship, you know. And we're
Yeah.
nice people.
Until we gotta, arrest people.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll knock out the wall between cell 2 and cell 3 and just sort of make it a somewhat austere but private room.
Yeah, so much for Landis Cortez Bounty Hunter series.
Yes.
We still got cell 1. We can just quadruple bug people in cell 1.
I suppose it will suffice for a while. I will allow the worker caste to do the work.
Just, could you please not mention that in front of Degar?
Why? Is he ashamed of what he is?
The Narn have a slightly different political structure to the Minbari. So they do, don't they? I've always imagined
Yeah.
the Narn as like a sort of People's Socialist Republic kind of thing.
Yeah.
That is pretty close, actually.
That's close.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're with all the kind of comrades and brother and like sister. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Citizen,
That's how
citizen and all that. Yeah. Mhm.
Well, if that is your command, Captain, I must obey.
Yes, it is. Thank you. Now I have some very important work to do. If you don't mind.
I will take the
but,
matter to the worker caste myself then.
No, look, I can just call him myself, and I have a communication with the guard to the effect that basically they're retrofitting cells 2 and 3 for our latest crew member, so that he has some more space and some more privacy. If you could do that
Oh, well,
with a
cer-
matter of urgency, that
well,
would be
cer-
appreciated.
certainly, Captain. That will push back the installation of the laser drill, but we can do that.
That's okay. Look, the crew comes first.
Of course, Captain. We'll be on it.
If Miana still calls Dagara a slave, she's not doing it in front of me.
See, that sensitivity training paid off. I knew it would.
Well,
Peter, a
so
bit too
anything,
long.
any other any matters that you want to bring on the table as a crew?
I would like to indulge in some of those opportunities to train between like planet deployments that none of us have taken advantage of.
Yes.
I can't remember how it works.
Exactly. This is a good opportunity. All of you gain a +1. Let's make it a +2 trainings. So essentially,
Cool.
you can raise a skill from 1 to 2, or 2 skills from 0 to 1, or add 2 for a debt or for going for a skill. Anyway, for higher. Or you can start training a stat, which is. What did we agree on? I don't remember. Let's make it 5 times. No, twice the training months are required. Let's say if you go from 8 to 9. Yeah, that requires 9 points. So if you go from 1 to 2, it requires two training times, and so forth. It's the next value that you have to train. Same as with skills.
Right. All right. So if you're wanting to get up to like 3, you have to have 3. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
So if you want to get 4 in something, you first have to get a 3, and so forth. You can only skip 1 rank at a time.
So if I'm wanting to get like increase my education, which is at 5 at the moment, up to 6, I need 6.
Yes.
Train
And you would
rounds.
get now 2 under training.
Yeah.
If you want. You can
Okay.
also get 1-on-1. I don't limit you in that. You can have like 6 skills in training if you wish. That just pushes you back. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fact.
Flying tack, I love it.
Actually, I hope you're arguing that based on with what happened back in the Muay ring with myself,
Mm-hmm.
I've erected a small pale there, and I'm actually going through my old forms again. I'm actually got the sword out. I'm going through all the strikes, the counter strikes, and going through that. So I'll be wanting. So currently my blade weapons is at 1. I'll be wanting to go. So with that, I'll be able to go up to 2.
Yes.
Then
So you want to increase your blade skills.
So who do I get to train with to, like, how do I get trained in a skill?
What skill?
Melee. Who do I gotta fight?
That guy is already practicing melee. That guy knows melee. I wouldn't talk to that guy but yeah, the 2 warriors in the crew also probably Dujan and Fraser.
You know what? I actually like Malone, so I would go to him and be like, I need to work on my
Punch.
hand skills.
Oh yeah, boxing. Well, let's teach you the basics. Let's see what you got.
Pugilism.
Give me your best pose and hit me the hardest you can right here in the chest. Let's see what you got.
That would do nothing.
I know.
Just out of
It's all
curiosity,
about the form, though. I want to see what your form's like.
you may roll a melee. Was melee with strength, right?
just out of curiosity, where are you
Untrained,
doing this?
-3. Untrained, -3.
Yes, it'd be -3 to whatever I roll.
You
Where-
can use dexterity or strength.
Okay, I want to use Dex because that's what I'm training. I'm gonna train. with.
Yes, good call. Good call.
Just clarifying, where are you guys doing this?
Somewhere you can't see.
How about the loading dock or the loading bay?
That's
No.
0G, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 0G. That's not a good idea.
I rolled a 4 because I'm a -3.
We just hear random
Like,
sounds coming from a gun port.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Here's what you want to do. You want to swing with your hips. Whenever you throw your punch on the right, swing with your hips. Keep your feet firm and move your hips. Your feet have always have got to stay facing forward. I mean, your chest always facing forward. Move your feet around. Use your hips for the movement. And then a quick montage of us doing a couple of sparring techniques, showing them how to put an arm correctly, how to do a grappling move, etc., etc.
There's a wee bit of music going. Da, 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 da.
So,
The radio is broadcasting
Eye
Eye
of
of
the
the Tiger in the
Tiger.
background for sure. 100%.
rules-wise, do you want to go? You can go from nothing to 0, and you can also go from 0 to 1 at the same jump. You can go from nothing to 1.
okay.
Do you want to go all the way to 1, or do you want to do something else with the other point?
No, I want to go all the way to 1.
So you focus on this boxing thing like your life depended upon it. Okay.
Cool.
So-
You'll be next, Landis, because I'm trying to make sure I can use this knife I have for some whatever reason.
So that spends both of your points on it. So
That's fine. Yeah.
yeah.
That's,
Give me
that's
one
what I was trying to
more.
do.
Give me one more punch.
Oh, now that
Yeah.
I'm not at a -3.
Yeah.
Sure.
Granted, I could.
10.
By
Nice.
the way, just learning melee to 0 gives you also the knives at 0. So you
Okay.
don't have to train that differently. It's the same basics goes with punching with a
Okay.
knife. Use your hips and all.
I got a 10.
Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, you go to melee unarmed 1. What about Mr. Mr. Malone? What do you train?
What do I train? God darn it! Why are you gonna put me on the ball right now? I was gonna think about it for a while.
Okay, then let's go to Captain Zadora.
Yeah, sure. The captain has been realizing some deficiencies in some areas, and those deficiencies are clearly how to use a vac suit and how to handle explosives.
That is a good point.
He's
You will
perfect
need
in every
vac
other
suit
regard. So he has just been. He knows there's probably going to be on a desert world, and he's just getting himself adjusted to using the environmental suits because, at heart, he's a pragmatist, and if he has to be in an unsafe environment, whether that's in a ship or boarding a ship or on a planet, it's just important to be able to use your gear correctly. So he has been sort of marching up and down the corridors, wearing the protective suits, doing unnecessary EVAs, and just all around being a real pain. But he has managed to improve his suit skills, and he's also been reading the the old field manual that came with the explosive.
Just
Sort of doing back of the napkin calculations. So he feels fairly confident that, should it come to place in the C4, he can acquit himself well.
Good. And Landis was doing katas. that was the thing.
Uh-huh.
So the only one remaining is unfortunately Mr. Malone.
All right. Well, let's improve our tactics because that's always good.
That's it, just tactics.
I'm going to improve my tactics by 1, and I'm trying to figure out if explosives too, since I throw a lot of grenades, is that's going to fall under heavy weapons or normal or something else? Or is that included?
Explosives is its own. It's its own
Explosives
skill.
is placing things and making them go boom, while throwing explosives is actually agility, athletics.
Athletics. Well, it's not my best at that, but that's fine. In that case, for sure, tactics. Let's see. Tactics by 1. Damn, I'm pretty. No, it's already at a 2. That's kind of too much. Oh, military tactics by 1. All right, that's good.
Yeah, you've been playing a lot of Risk in your spare time.
Yeah, and let's see, melee, no check, no check. Guns on, doing all right on, I think. Sorry, guys. Oh, why is my gunner at a -1? Because it's text based.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm gonna practice with the new turrets.
Well, they are the old turrets, but with new software.
Yeah.
So going from 0 to 1 is... Oh, is it 1 to 2? Ah, either way.
Yeah, let's do that.
1 to 2, that's both points.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Done and done.
You are very well done. Excellent.
Unless there's a I thought about going size stuff too, but
No.
this is good.
Alright, that means you are now ready to go on, but let's have a small break here because I've been receiving complaints about people being thirsty and stuff. So people go get some
He
drinks, get
beats us.
hydrated,
He beats us.
eat pizzas, and we'll see you
Trades
in...
us to the laptops.
We will see you in 5 minutes.
We should just say 10 at this point. Oh, well, it's always
Look.
10 minutes. I've timed it every time. It's always 5 minutes, guys.
So okay, let's keep it 5 minutes plus, actually 10 minutes plus minus 5 minutes.
There we go.
However long it takes for Worcester to neck a beer.
Exactly. See you soon.
throw myself under the bus constantly.
That's psychedelic. Okay, let's see.
Thank you.
Okay, I need to change
Got
windows.
an ad at the moment. Come on, get rid of. Use this.
Have I been
Thank
showing
you.
that to people? Oh dear. That's embarrassing. Right. Okay.
Whoa, your camera.
So, where was I? Bah. Right.
En route to the planet.
Yes, you were en route to the planet.
Training hard.
Indeed. Right. Yes, yes, to Frog Scanner I did dub. I pressed the wrong button when I was supposed to press just change window. I pressed stop streaming instead. Old reflexes die hard, it appears. So, yay! Well, anyway, we have returned. Okay, so, before we finish this journey, is there any NPC affairs you want to get in order? No, doesn't seem like it.
What's crew morale like, other than Lennon sort of quite reasonably wanting his room expanded? Is there tensions? Is there petty fights, arguments, the people sort of glaring at each other in the hallway? Is there anything that a good captain should be aware of, or is it all smooth sailing?
Right,
As
we're
far-
not.
As far as you are aware, it appears that only the old problem between Miana and Dujan is present. They are still like barely getting along, but they are getting along without throwing insults.
That's a market improvement. I'll give them another 5 years, and maybe they'll talk to each other in a cordial conversation.
Yes. Ah, yeah.
Oh, how long is this trip? How long is this trip, by the way?
That is a good point.
So I could update the timeline.
That would be 14 days.
Shoot, it's time for another payment. So I'm gonna call it close to it, August 29th.
Good job there. So, as your ship finally approaches its final destination, you prepare your jump engines. And you jump. There seems to be an odd shake during the jump wake. The ship doesn't operate as it should operate. There's something odd going on. But as soon as you get your bearings and look around, everything seems to be in order again. Or was there anything wrong at all? But there's certainly some concern among the crew. As they, especially Dujan and Miana, look at each other like, "This is your fault. This is your fault." But they say nothing out loud. Only their looks say 1,000 words.
Nice.
But Dujan just it appears a check on the engines is in order. I agree. We will proceed at once, if you allow us, Captain.
Of course. Althea, could you look over the sensor readings there? I don't think the ship is meant to stall while it's in hyperspace. So.
Of course, sir. Of course. I will run diagnostics on the scanners and rescan the area.
Excellent.
What about the rest of you?
Loading up all my stuff. New weapons cleaned, reloaded, stocked up. New armor tested out, ready to go out. Packing stuff for different crates for whatever we're gonna experience.
Yep.
On site, desert planet. Don't know. Working with Dr. Turner to do that.
Yep. Make sure everybody has, make sure we have plenty of water and hydration units along with us.
Yes.
All right. So here's gonna be the plan. Once we arrive, we're gonna do a couple of scouts around the planet, We're gonna need to find an interesting place to land, somewhere close to the civilization, and scope out what our wants and needs are, and we'll improvise from there. So, in the meantime, I'm just packing up all this stuff. Having a bumpy ride, though. That was very interesting. Anybody else?
But
Right.
concerned, but not too concerned. So hopefully they can figure out what's going on there.
I'm just gonna excuse myself, and I'm gonna trek my way to the back, to the engine room.
To the 0G engine room?
Yeah.
Okay. Miana and Dujar have reached the engine room before you, and are both floating in the 0G. You get a rare glimpse under Miana's skirt, which reveals a set of working pants there, designed for apparently 0G situations, but the skirt it does not cover everything.
Yeah.
But other than that, they too seem to be throwing their traditional volley of insults while working, blaming each other for their work. Like, there's nothing wrong in the portions I'm working on. And the other part carrying like, I do not see any faults in the parts I've worked on, but I am double checking your work.
And now I'm just gonna let them argue for a moment, and if it goes any longer, I'm just gonna go, enough, or do I need to double check both of your work?
The two quickly turn their eyes towards the door, realizing they have not noticed your arrival in their bickering, and both of them silence quickly.
What is your suspicion about what happened with the jump drives?
We are running diagnostics, but so far the diagnostic has not found anything wrong. I haven't found anything wrong on the physical side either. But yes, everything seems to be working just fine. Yes, the only thing that might do something like this would be extra weight that is not in proportion to the ship. Something attached to the hull on the outside, maybe?
Attached to the hull.
Yeah, but it would need to be something quite significant to be doing something like this.
How significant are we talking about?
About 50 tons or more.
I'm just thinking, if anything that heavy was to attach itself to the ring, that would actually affect how the ring would move, surely.
That maybe, perhaps. It depends on when it was attached. We might not have noticed. If it was perfectly aligned, and maybe. I do not. I am unsure.
Right. Both of you behave. Be nice. Both of you arguing, you're more likely to miss something. Make sure there's no issue with the engine. I'm going to go in an EVA suit and I'm going to check the outside. And I'm just going to start stalking. I'm just going to get on the comms and I'm going, Fraser, what's your experience with EVA?
Well, not much, but I can deal.
I'm going outside. I need a number 2 to watch my back. If you're not comfortable, get Malone down here.
Okay, I'll call Malone. Over and out. Malone, 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 Malone.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Frazier? What's up?
Landers needs a second. Going out for a walk outside. You in?
Yeah, I'm in for that. So I'll meet him at the docking bay.
Kick it.
You're up. Over. Out.
Does Zadora want to go? You have Breen practicing?
Yeah, Zadora, that would be a fabulous idea.
I have
don't you
been
put on that
practicing.
brand
Now
new
it's
suit?
time to put it into action. What is this? Of course I will suit up, yes.
Captain, check this out. I don't know. This isn't our combat armor. Is that the evac suit, or they're separate? Or they're different?
The combat armor can do evac, but it is not designed for vacuums.
That's what I figured. All right.
It can stand it for like 10-20 minutes, but you want to
Yeah.
use a real EVA suit for anything more than that.
10-4.
All right, Derek is preparing medical bay in case somebody does something stupid.
All right, Captain. Here, let me help you out with that. Helmet goes this way. Click, 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 click. All right. Just follow my lead. Landis, let's go check this out. What's your suspicions?
What they're saying is that it's like we've picked up extra weight.
All right, well, let's just go check it out. We'll stick together, move slowly, be on the lookout.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a torch, anyways, and
Yeah.
torch and I suppose weaponry just in case.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nah, there's no
The-
need for weaponry out there.
Yeah, look, it could be like an external limpet craft or something like that.
We won't know till we find out.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
The basic principle for this, Zadora, if you've never done this, you don't go out of sight of your partner. You stay within visual range. If anything happens, you call in the comms. It's
And also, it's very important.
Right, okay, I follow procedure. These guys know what they're
Yes.
doing. I've been practicing, but now will be the first time.
it's just breathe normally. Don't breathe fast. Just breathe in and out. You don't want to use
Always have one magnetic boot on the hull at all times.
Yes.
Never have both feet leave. Ever.
Yeah. You don't want to. What's that expression?
Step. Step. Step.
That actually walked on top of planes. Those are all very good advice points.
So,
All right, here we go.
you set out onto the outside of the ship. The space is vast and cold. It feels nothing for you are insignificant. The stars around you, giant, but yet also equally insignificant compared to the will of the universe. You see the closest star, the star shining, glimmering gently upon the ship's surface. The solar sails engaged and pulling your ship forward, glimmering as they block most of the sun rays. Actually reflect most of the sun rays back to you, in lightening up the ship even more gloriously than without them. But there is the eerie silence, as you see nothing of importance aside of your own ship. Don't do that.
Beautiful out here.
That's loud.
Sorry. Beautiful.
I'm just gonna go. Yeah, no need to broadcast. I can hear you breathing fine.
Roger that. Well, it looks so good so far. Not out of the ordinary. Let's do an investigation. Stick together.
Yeah.
Let's investigate that area on the other side right there. On the dark side where the ship's not lit up.
Uh,
Move with me.
yeah, turn on your lights, gentlemen.
Clank, clank, clank. Except there's no clanking because sound doesn't carry in a vacuum.
I like where you're
Well-
going with this, though.
But we would actually feel the reverberations of your footsteps.
Yes.
Potentially.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They are small, as you do have a ship with rather heavy armor for its size,
Uh-huh.
but there is still the small burn, burn, burn.
Very nice. All
So
right,
you
so
can,
we
you
move
can
over to
actually
the dark
hear
side.
the steps inside the helmets.
Mhm.
But anyway, you investigate the surface of the ship. I would like someone to roll investigation, or all of you, to see what you find.
It's almost like we knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. Investigate. With this, I'm
This
assuming
will
this is
be
on.
limited. This will be limited by your vacuum suit skills.
Oh.
So
Should we
whichever
use
is
vac?
the lower of the skills, we use that one. Investigate all vac suits.
I don't think I even have investigate, so I'm not even going to roll.
Well, my investigate would be the lore because that's a 0. My fact suit skills at a 1.
Yep.
So it's my
Yeah.
investigate roll.
Yep.
Ugh. I'm space happy.
What about Mr. Malone?
I'm trying to figure out how to even throw on the investigation on there. All right, I found it.
Click that button that looks like a power button
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
I
at the
found
top of the stats. And, yep.
Intellect. Let's do that. Boom.
Okay. While the two warriors are further busy scouting the space for any hostiles, it appears that Zadora is paying attention to the finish of his ship, noticing at the ring portion, as you manage to get to it, there is on the outer side, on one of the less used spaces, where you don't have too many windows towards the outer space due to the armor plating, there is 3 holes on the hull. Not so much as going through, but definitely dents where somebody has latched on. They are significantly distant from each other, indicating at least a shuttle-sized vessel.
Hey guys, come have a look at this, and I will also patch in Dugas as our chief engineer through like a video feed to the bridge to get his opinion. This is
Our
what
chief
this might
tech.
be. Yep.
Activate the video feed. What is that? Blaster holes? No, too far apart for that.
That does look like somebody latched on with something sharp. Sharp enough to go through our armor plating, in fact.
Hitchhikers?
Let's
Barrels.
investigate a little more. Is it something, Malone? You're the expert here. Is it could it be some sort of military limpet craft or something?
As you're doing that, I'm just going to go, Fear, get onto the scanners now.
Yes, sir. I've been doing scans since the diagnostic was finished a moment ago.
You might be having to look for something. If you get anything that looks like maybe a sensor glitch, double check it.
There are no sensor glitches, sir.
You know, it looks like something may have caught a ride with us, but it's no longer around here. Must have lost him once we dropped out of hyperspace. It's very odd, though. It doesn't look like they're here. I'm gonna get up closer to actually investigate it, and to get closer, just get a better visual on it, and try to touch it with my finger.
Yeah, your glove is in the way though. But
Yeah. Try to touch it with the glove.
yeah, they are small holes, but they're clearly going. So there's something that goes.
Yeah, something definitely latched on our ship, but they're gone now. Whatever they were.
It's probably not significant structurally, as guns usually make bigger holes. So probably just a stain on your finish.
Yeah, I'd recommend next time we dock that we get these holes patched, but doesn't look like there's any significant hull damage. I wasn't worried about the damage itself. I'm more worried about who or what or why. I don't suppose we'll ever find that out, though, so let's just be more careful next time.
Let's just get some video feeds of it, and then when we get back, we can ask someone who's a specialist in this. Back inside.
Aye, Captain.
Well, you may get back inside the ship without a problem. Your first spacewalk, Captain Zadora, has been marginally successful. You found what you were looking for, but you didn't. At least you made it out alive. That's a bonus.
That's true.
I'll
I
be,
like continuing to live.
yeah, I'll be making sure he goes in first. I'll be the last one to come in for the airlock.
All right. So, what is your next plan of action?
How far are we from our planet location that we're supposed to get to?
Oh, the planet is a few hours away by solar sail. Like 10 hours-ish at best.
All right, Captain, I recommend we approach slowly, keep our eyes on in case of anything else. Sensors up. Once we arrive on planet, we'll take the Ferraro and do a couple fly arounds the planet. We'll go from there.
Sounds excellent, Malone. I was thinking just that myself. I lie shamelessly. Let's do that, and check with the rest of the coroners if they have any suggestions. But look, I hate to be the pessimist, but after the incident, I hope we don't have company. I think we might.
So while they're off going, I'm going to be walking for the COG section back to the engineering to talk to our two experts who are constantly at loggerheads with each other.
Well, since the captain called them away to investigate the incident, they are no longer there. Then again, they did finish their examination, so...
Just... Good.
So...
Could always ask our Minbari if that's Minbari tech.
Yeah, you could. Though the Minbari answers, I am unfamiliar with the particulars of technology. This does not suit my training. You should ask a warrior, worker caste about mechanics and such. However, if you have any questions about weaponry, I will answer what I can without revealing the secrets of my species.
think Malone is the man for you to chat to. He is our weapons specialist, but I guess in terms of standoff ranges for ships, what should we be worried about when we set our sensors? If there were to be, say, stealth ship, or
If it
Or
was
like
a
a
stealth,
stealth
if it was a ship of Minbari making, your sensors would be woefully outmatched.
so don't worry about it, is what you're saying.
Yes. If they don't want to be seen, there's nothing you can do about it, and if they want you defeated, there's equally nothing you can do about it.
And also, how many Minbari actually take the time to actually latch on and hitch a ride? Have any ships of theirs that need to travel can actually travel?
I doubt that any ship this far of Minbari space would lack the ability to jump hyperspace on their own. And if they would be around here, I am sure I would have been getting a message.
And also, if there was a Minbari ship this far out, you probably would be hearing a lot more chatter on the Centauri channels.
I doubt your kind has this sophistication to detect us when we don't want to be detected.
You want to think that you have the technology.
Yes. Pride and arrogance all in the same package. How
Oh.
efficient of you.
Yes, and the Minbari aren't prideful themselves or arrogant.
We are the paragon of humility.
Maybe your religious caste, but none of the warriors I've ever come across.
Indeed. Now, are there any other questions, or shall we continue with the barrage of meager insults?
Oh, you think this is a barrage? Oh, this is nothing. But I think I'm not going to insult you any further.
Yeah, they were quite amusing as insults go. If you have any proper insults, be sure to put them in a small box with a red ribbon on it.
Is that a suggestion by any chance?
Yes, then I can shove it up your ass sideways.
Wow!
I have been listening to the arguments between your fellow, should I say, engineer? No, that would make you an engineer, and you don't have the talents for that.
And neither do you.
I would say your fellow inferior, and the fellow inferior of the other species.
And your lack of engineering does not technically make you inferior to them when it comes to actually making sure the ship works.
No. I am a warrior. They are workers. We do not, how do the humans call, wrestle in the same class? Now, if you want to prove your superiority to me as a warrior, I am available at any hour.
I think there's no need to prove that, prove who's superior at the moment.
Indeed, it is good to know that you admit your inferiority. Now, any other questions to enlighten your lower technology status?
I don't think you seem to know anything of worth at the moment, Lennon. So I think you can class yourself as dismissed.
Perhaps it is your questions that are lacking, Centauri?
Maybe
And
we'll
he
find out
leaves.
soon enough.
So, next plan of action?
It beat
next
up and smacked them in Mario a bit.
Oh, he left already. He didn't wait
I know.
for you.
I know.
So you smack the air where he was.
Hmm.
But yes, Carlos. I mean Malone.
Yo. Oh yeah, let's get to the planet and start initiating external scans and do a flyby. I'm gonna get some more information from here.
Right. What about the rest of you? Any arguments? Other choices? None. Very well. You do a flyby. Here's the scanning. Okay, it appears the scans reveal that there is 3 points of particular interest that you find. Each of them seems to have some sort of remaining intact structures. The rest of the planet seems either made of bomb craters or otherwise to, how do you call it, rural to be any interest. But as far as the reports go, it's a barren desert world.
These craters, are we talking about this? Looks like the planet's been bombarded in the past.
Bingo!
Oh.
Let me just find the right window to give you the map view.
I guess in terms of the briefing on the treasure, what else do we know other than that these relics and things are buried here? Do we have additional information? Do we have a full briefing docket? Anything that we can recall?
Well, you were told that there would be several. There would be items of tangible worth that were not interesting for IPX, as they were more interested in technology than in basic valuables.
Right, I'm just going to clarify the acronym for this.
Yes, that stands for Site of Anomalous. What was the M for? Yes, sites for anomalous. There's something. I don't remember anymore. I had it up somewhere.
It's very sad.
Just making sure it's not surface-to-air missile. That was
No,
my concern.
no. Definitely not. Nope.
Captain, from what we recall, there's about 10 million's worth of credits of artifacts down there, and possibly more. Untold fortunes to be had. I'm looking forward to getting some of those. What do you plan on doing on your part with your split of the cut?
For me, look, I need to pay down this ship first and foremost so that we don't have to worry about creditors. Continue to be an independent effort. Once we have the ship paid off, look, I won't quite say that we can do what we want, but we certainly have more room to maneuver. And if it all goes tits up, we can leave and go wherever we want.
Alright. Yeah, this will put a nice little dent into that, into the debt. Well, looks like we got 3 spots to go down for. Alright, let's gear up. Miana, you're going with us. Lannon, you're going with us. Ferraro, you're flying.
Beep boop.
I'm sorry, Ferraro, you're not flying. Fraser, you're flying to Ferraro.
Beep boop.
Alright, let's load up. Which one of these 3 spots you want to land on? The closest one?
Well, technically,
Let's fly down a little bit in.
Technically, you are directly above all of them, so you just need to choose where you park your spaceship.
Yeah. I'm just going.
I mean, what's the distance between each site?
About 100 kilometers.
Okay.
This is the real Traveller where you start being like, right, let's sit down and calculate orbital mechanics and trigonometry. This is what Travelers really is at heart. We've been not using it, but you know.
Yeah. Let's open up your Newtonian physics notebook. The most important one is force equals mass times acceleration.
Okay. Question. Remembering the pictures that I saw, any landmarks in the photos, do any of those correspond to what we're seeing down there?
Oh,
That is a good one. Help me navigation.
that's well thought out, sir. I'll give you, that is very well thought out. I had completely.
You
forgotten
get a
this.
boon for this.
Do I actually have navigation? No, I don't. No, I don't. No.
Thankfully,
That's
we
not
have someone we can communicate with who will have navigation.
Who?
Oh.
I mean, can I?
Physicist.
No, he has astrogation.
So what stat am I rolling for this?
Would be intellect.
I mean, not as bad, but still bad. Okay.
It's quite funny. I'm a pilot and I have no navigation.
Like nobody, like we can chart the stars, but a planet.
No. Nah.
Look, we got computers.
Planets have
We're the-
GPS. You don't need navigation.
Really? That boon did not help.
Siri, land the
Minus
Aurora.
2,
Siri.
3. Just pick a spot.
You have absolutely no idea. The
Sorry, this is
the
not my strong spot.
all the landmarks, they help you in no way.
I've just got this image after that. We land down and it's just McDonald's.
So,
Oh wow,
it's-
there's an X.
So who's actually going to be staying? Is there anyone going to be staying on the ship?
Yeah.
no,
I'm
apparently
thinking-
Dujar, and that's it.
Dushar and maybe Fear. I don't think we
Yeah.
need Fear.
Yeah, fear. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've just got this image. We might need just to keep one character, maybe one player character up on the ship just in case anything was to happen.
Now that would be boring for the one player.
I'm happy to do it.
Well, if you want to.
You want to stay behind while we have adventures?
Yeah, I can start doing some cosplay. I can put on my tailor and I bought.
Let's land first and see what we got.
I'm joking. Yeah, fair enough.
Thanks, Blinky.
Who's making noise?
Wimsey, no, hold on, Wimsey's muted.
James is muted.
Not me. I got nothing going on.
Sorry, my mic is very receptive now.
Very, very sensitive to family, eh?
At least it's not a cat. At least it's not a cat constantly meowing for food.
Yes.
Now my mouse was hanging up on me, so that's the table. But
Okay.
I
enough.
can hear you scrolling.
Okay. So, you have to choose. Which one?
Let's go bottom left.
Is that our bottom left or his bottom left? Sorry, I'm joking. Bottom left, sure.
good as any.
All right. You proceed to
suppose we
fly down the sensor location. Do you wish to land like on top of it, or give yourself some berth?
Let's not land. Oh, actually, let's land about 20 click. Let's land about 10 clicks away, and then we'll scout up over there.
What's that with the force marches and you force marches?
The reason being is it allows us a time to scout out in case there's any sort of ancient defenses. You never want to go and land right on the spot blind, especially if that's our objective.
Oh god, maybe the Navy spoiled me. I'm not used to doing all this walking.
We'll go 5 clicks out. I'll tell you what. We'll cut it in half. We won't have to march as much. 5 clicks. It's about half an hour away. You think you can handle that?
Yeah, that'll be fine. Bloody the heat.
Well, I am grateful for not having to walk all that way. Why do you drag me along to such long voyages?
It's all right, Miana. We're gonna find some interesting things over here. Hey, on that note, gear it up. We have the other big armor. Captain or Doc?
I got for myself an environmental suit with a cooling system. I'll be using that.
I mean, I got Miana's SOL, but I got desert gear for all of us, all 5 of us. It's 4 of us. So I guess I got an extra one. I got an extra suit. I bought 5.
I think the armor that I got has an vac requirement, HVAC requirement. I think.
Well, I have trained in vac suit, so I guess I will take the other suit, Doctor, unless you have vac suits at one.
You want to maybe give your armor with the +8 to Doc?
Yeah, absolutely. So for the purpose of bookkeeping, it's just an Enviro suit with a cooling thing. You'll be good.
Yeah, I'm in my pressure suit, and I'm just going. Hold on. Turn on the AC. Oh, there. Yeah, turn on the AC. Up. Oh, that's there. Oh, finally I can breathe.
Crank it all the
Alright,
way up
guys.
to 3.
I mean, I bought desert suits for everybody. So
Yeah. Stay hydrated. These are good desert suits as well.
if they too
Okay.
are wearing their armors, then I have enough for Miana and who else is with us?
Lennon.
Lennon.
Yeah, I have another suit for Miana and Lennon. Yeah.
Perfect. 4 suits and two super armors. Let's do this.
Yes. Even Lennon is wearing one of the desert suits. It appears the Great Minbari battle armor is not very well suited for hot environments.
I'm imagining it's got like a white pith helmet and stuff.
I also bought everybody like special sunshades. They're expensive too. For shades.
Yeah.
Everybody has shades.
We're like Malone, we got the speed dealers on.
Darrell, you might just want to up your volume a wee bit. Frog's gonna saying you're a wee bit low.
What? Who?
Is that better?
Yeah, it's
That
actually
is
better.
good.
Yeah.
You got that
Yeah.
bass reverb. It sounds like it's recorded in a garage. That's good, man.
He's literally where he is at the moment.
All right, so gear it up. We're gonna do a slow, methodic march. Don't exert yourself. Keep your eyes peeled. Stay in constant contact with each other. We all have localized walkie-talkies. I forget. Yeah, there's a thing that I always buy. Anyways, slow, steady, stealthy recon. We do not want to get caught by surprise, and I do not know what type of animals, if anything, there are here. So far, it looks isolated and barren, but don't let looks deceive you.
I'm gonna assume that Malone is gonna take point, and everyone will just keep pace with Malone.
And we can try. But since Malone is the one who is in charge, we'll just mark your territory with Mr. Malone's cute little face. There we go. You're over
All
here.
right. So, we're advancing. What are we thinking? Recon and/or stealth.
Yes,
Yes.
All right.
on both accounts.
I claim this land in the name of Teddy Cephalus.
I did a smart stealth. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
It's stuff for all of us, or do we all have to make stealth checks there?
Well, if you want to go with no checks, I'm fine with that.
Right. I don't know. Like, are we like sitting back waiting for him to say, "Okay, it's good," or are we all stuffily moving together?
Yeah, you're following
Where's-
his lead, so I'm assuming he's the one who's in charge of that. So you,
All right, so here's we're staying in formation, 15 feet apart. Everybody within eye distance. Move slowly. Keep your heads on a swivel.
Mhm. Yeah, you do approach quietly, stealthily, and you find yourselves looking at a set of ruins. This is exactly as you expected. It's been a grueling march, but you find what you wanted to. And as you proceed to examine the ruins, you find that they have been excavated.
Looks like we might be late.
Yes, it seems like there are some quite fresh tools left behind from the excavations. Not many, but like 2 or 3 shovels, pickaxes, fresh holes that have been dug deep and empty. Seems like everything of value has been taken.
At this location, there seems to be any sort of ancient defenses left over that are still active?
No?
Yana, come take a look at this. What can you tell us about what you find here?
Is it windy at all, or is it just like dead, just like still and heat?
There's a little bit of wind.
Okay.
I see a sad lack of robotics. Other than that, doesn't seem to be worth anything. There was some sort of robotic thing here, but it has been disassembled and taken away.
All right. Well, folks, it looks like this place is a dead end. Let's check out one of the next locations. Frazier, home in on our location. Flies by and pick us up. We're gonna head over to the next location. Top right. I think this time maybe we could avoid the march. It's a little bit more than I expected.
Well, the question is top right. Which one is that? Because there is
I'm
top
gonna,
and
I
there is
meant-
right.
Sorry. Yeah, I meant right. I'm gonna ping it right now here. Ping.
Bing-a-maling. Right. So the Ferraro appears from the sky in a few minutes. Dust rising up as does the sand that is gathering up against the walls. By the way, Landis, as you are exiting, you notice something weird. The shovels, or the tools, seem to be Centauri design.
At the site we're talking,
Yes,
or
they are they definitely not the standard human shovels and stuff.
The drilling and digging equipment is Centauri. I like it.
I'm just going. What? Why people have been here?
Do you
Or
share
some-
this with the rest of us?
I say it out loud over the comm. I've just said it.
Well,
That's
it
just
looks like Centauri. Well, look, it looks like this is going to be a contested climb. So while we're in the ship, everyone gears up and radio into orbit head. There might be a ship returning, or there might be a shuttle going up. So keep the sensors peeled for that. I don't care who they are, but they have our valuables.
This place has been dug before. I mean, IPX was here ahead of time anyways.
I'm just gonna pick up the shovel. Is it? You know how you get like what's clearly like civilian models, and then you get the nice military ones that are all foldaways there for packing. is it what appears to be like a civilian Centauri model, or is it more like potentially?
Well, I would say you roll me education because you were in the Navy.
In the Navy.
They don't really dig the ground. Using shovels on the sea doesn't really work, does it?
No, it doesn't. Education, you said.
Yes.
There.
Now you said.
Jesus, cat, come on, you're killing me here.
Ugh, 6.
Well, it's definitely a fancier model, but we don't know if that's military or civilian.
Well, as I said, I made sure I got out of all the latrine digging myself.
Hmm? So you have no first-hand experience in military digging.
Oh no, us officers, we never dug the latrines. That was for the midshipmen.
No, even the midshipmen didn't do it. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
ground
Oh
crews.
yeah, it was the seamen. Yeah, it was all that sort of stuff was left to the seamen to do.
Yeah. Anyway, well, you plan on going to the next site. Your ship takes up into the air.
Let's land half a click away.
As you are approaching, you are contacted over the radio.
Yes.
This is unauthorized military area. Please identify yourself before we shoot you out of the sky.
There's somebody here. Shit.
I'm just gonna take out the identity card that I had made up for just this occasion, and I go read code, and I just read off the identification card number.
This is Bravo 4729.
Yeah. But it'll be the Centauri equivalent of that.
Ooh, Commander, we have been expecting your arrival. We are preparing the landing site for you immediately.
Very good. We'll be coming down shortly.
The landing we are sending the landing coordinates to you. Please arrive at your leisure.
Oh, what the heck was that?
Look, you prepared for this. We'll follow your lead. What's the cover story?
We'll find
Explain
out
the
what
details later.
Yes. If they ask your contractors, because I cannot, that have been brought in, that's it.
What is your extent rank in the
Commodore.
Centauri military? Commodore cover name?
Well, I'm just pulling it up and going, yes, I'm listed as a Commodore. Let's roll up in the audience. What would be an appropriate name for the Commodore that I've had written up?
Leaving it up to the chat.
I know.
I like it.
I know I'm gonna regret this, but let's see.
Commodore face.
Oh my god. Reef. Okay, that might work. Commodore Reefa.
I can just actually imagine the arrogance. I would do that. There.
Do that. Fuck yeah. I'm for it.
Man, that screws him over if this goes south.
I know.
Either way.
So do you have first name or just Rifa?
I'm just gonna go Commodore Reefa.
I mean,
So you
Notorious
want to
Commodore Reefa
pretend to
only
be
lives for one
Lord
name.
Rifa himself?
I'll
Yes,
probably
yes.
be.
is he a Commodore?
No.
Alright, yes, you're somebody in the Reefa household. They don't even.
I'm just gonna go. If they go, Reefa, I'm just one of the. You know how many branches of our family there are? Not the one you're thinking of. That's my great uncle.
Go Commodore Knob is the other suggestion.
Yeah, we're going to Reefa.
Very well.
All right, how are we playing this? We're playing this cool unless things go south and then we shoot them all up or what?
I
Yeah.
suggest don't shoot them. They're going to be military. That's the signs of it.
Well,
All right, the plan has changed, so let's just see how this goes on. Frazier, I want you to keep the engines warm. Be prepared for a quick evac. It might get messy. Let's hope it goes clean. Landis, we're going to count on you to talk us through the situation.
well, your ship approaches the coordinates and proceeds to land at the landing site. As you are looking at it, it's at the side of a mountain. There is clearly some sort of an ancient entrance inside the mountain that is open, and there is several tents outside, as well as a what you would call an anti-ship defense weapon that is clearly mounted there, as well as a single Centauri fighter that is out in the open. Several tarps, some of which seem to resemble a fighter's silhouette. Now, as you land, there is a group of Centauri waiting for you with military gear on. One of them with a fan out in the open, and two of them with shiny bronze helmets. And the fan is that of clearly a captain's rank or higher. So,
What does his regalia on his uniform say?
well, it's a look from afar, but you would concur that it's a captain of some esteem. But you land. Okay, Commander. How do we do this? You want me to stay in? Come with you? Punch some heads?
Just stay on the ship. Keep the engine running.
Yeah. Fine. I do
But
like
Minnow, what about Miana? Stay here or go with us.
Well,
Your call, Landis.
So
a
it's special.
Commodore does require someone of class with him.
Come, my dear.
You ready for this, Miana? You get your hands dirty?
You should see me in the court. And I am ready, as you are.
So, as the door's about to open, I just say, gentlemen, Malone, Satori, go out first and stand at the entrance of the ramp and just stand to attention.
I gotcha. Where are your guards? 10-4.
Yes. As the doors open, the hatch. Thump, 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 thump. The three Centauri stand, two of them with the rifle in hand, and the captain in the middle with hands behind his back, looking at the Commodore arriving with the appropriate bodyguard.
And I just slowly just saunter down.
Ah, Commander Riva, welcome to the dig site. I hope that your inspection will find everything in order.
Quite. It's just terrible heat, this planet, though. It's a shame it's not in a more pleasurable place. But
Well, the artifacts are where the artifacts are. They do not ask our permission.
yes, unfortunately. Report, Captain. Has there been any issues?
Well, we have had some issues infiltrating the local vault in this particular location. The other locations on the planet have been already excavated as per orders. The the admiral still is not in the know.
Oh. Anything in particular of interest? Or have we found the objects we're looking for?
Mainly valuables of artistic integrity. Few random items of old age, but severely inferior technology to ours. So we have been mainly selling them to collectors. I assume. I am not in charge of that part. After all, it's silence they pay for us, not the act of selling.
Of course.
Yes, your cousin is waiting for you in the mess hall.
Ah, yes. Lead on, Captain. Gentlemen, and I just nod at Malone and Whimsy with me there. My dear, I think, well, you remember the last time my cousins were there, you might just want to make sure you stay back on the ship for a second. Don't want them to say something there and you have to slap them in public there. It's going to be a bit unseemly if you have to do that in front of the officers. And I just look and go, dearest, you don't make a scene here, please.
Eye rolls, and the how a proper Centauri lady would act, and then bowing and doing the Lord's bidding.
And I go, and I just say, I have to apologize, Captain. She kind of insisted on coming, but if I knew my cousins were going to be here, I probably had told her to stay on the homeworld. There.
I thought it was you who ordered his presence here to oversee that your family gets the proper share.
Let's just say I was hoping for one of the other cousins there. We bit of family falling out, unfortunately.
Well,
You know what what these family relationships are like. Too many branches, not enough pruning sometimes.
well, it is not for us lesser families to be in business of what you great houses do.
How many do we see right now?
There is 3 at the immediate vicinity, and there is 2 taking care of the what appears to be the Centauri fighter, putting a tarp back on top of it.
Okay, so 5 currently. Okay.
Captain, yours and I infrared goggles are just lighting up with like targets.
Oh yeah, look, man, we're just clanking down and looking intimidating, like suitably professional hired contractors who turn up at black site dig operations, you know. I don't speak a word of Centauri though, so
So it's all just yeah. Well, Turner is listening in. And now, is there anything in particular we can assist you with, Commodore?
I'm just gonna turn to the captain and I'm going, I think this family reunion, it will be appreciative that it's just solely family if you and your men can take yourself into the excavation, just make sure nothing happens.
Of course.
certainly. Would you like us to load the artifacts or merely...
I think he meant the other
report on
captain.
it? Okay, right.
You're not a captain right now.
Yep. The Centauri captain looks at the human with the well, actually, it's a compadam of a human design. Looking at it. Yes, you do seem to keep an odd company there, Commodore. but I will make sure you are not disturbed while you are conversing with your cousin.
Unfortunately, the last couple of bodyguards I trusted were placed by another family, so having to contract out at the moment.
To use humans, I suppose they draw less attention. Well, as I said, it is not in the business of our lesser houses to dictate what you big guys do. This way, sir.
Of course.
And he begins to lead the entourage towards the insides of the mountain.
Yeah, I just start a wee bit of small chat with the captain. So how long have you been stationed here?
Oh, ever since we started the digs, sir.
You missing the home world, then?
Nah, a bit. It's been a cruel few months. It's 2 months now.
2 months in the seat. I don't envy you.
Yes. But at least there's a lot of sunshine.
I'm hoping that's not one of your magazines falling out of your guns, please.
Yes. Well, he escorts the group inside the cool confines of the mountain hole, where you find one room that has been decorated in the Centauri style. There's a doorway that is just covered by a flimsy curtain, but the air inside is definitely cooler than on the outside, and the captain steps next to the doorway and points in. The mess hall is this way. If you wish, I will stay outside. My office is just down there, and behind the next door. If you need anything from us, you will have free access to enter the facility. Go in and out as you please. Let us know if your inspection requires anything.
That's fine, Captain. You can see to your duties there.
Of course.
And I'll just wait till he actually starts going down to his office.
Yep. He doesn't waste any time tarrying around.
And then make sure like his other compatriots do the same there.
No, the guards actually stick next to you.
Oh,
Their guards or us?
There. The Centauri guards.
just out of curiosity, just doing a check, are they household, the uniforms, are they household regalia by any chance of Reefa, the House of Reefa?
No, they are not Reefa household guards.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be Centauri military.
So they're normal, right?
Then they are like trooper ranks.
Mm-hmm. And I just turn to the troopers and I go, what's your current assignment, troopers?
Sir, to make sure that nothing hurts you, sir.
I've got my own bodyguards. If you guard the entrance to the site outside, you can at least warn us if anything else comes up.
Yes, sir.
Good.
The two move to the entrance, which is like 5 meters away from you. But they move on the outside.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna go. I think we're just having to go in.
I go. So do we just like throw a grenade in the door and just see what happens? I feel like these are options we have.
I'm gonna go in there, remove the reefer, and then play it off as interest in Atari politics. Would that hold?
How about we just go in, talk, see what's going on, and roll with it? Obviously, we don't want to be here longer than we want to be here.
I mean, I'm pretty sure House Reefa wants to kill you all, but okay.
There's so many branches of the Reefa family. See, let's just see what happens first.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the quitting time. This is our cliffhanger for the evening. What will happen when these people enter the room with the real Reaver while holding the badges of the fake Reaver?
It could be that this is a con and it's fake Reefers in there.
I'm just throwing out. You guys have history. I have history. This could end up very bad.
Blinky asks, "Are we regretting my Reefa suggestion?" No, dude, that shit's awesome.
Absolutely dope suggestion, man. This could not be going better.
I will let you know that there was always a Reaver in this compound. That was not an addition after you decided that Landis is going to be Reaver.
So that's why he's like, so you're going to pretend to be Reefa, right? Okay.
I gave it to you. You decided.
yeah.
I did not put any input on it. I would have got. Well, I just wanted to know if he had a name, and somebody suggested Reaver, and I was like,
Yeah.
Blinky's picking up what you're putting down in terms of plot progression, man. He's onto it.
Should have gone with Knob. Comma or Knob. Stop it.
oh, I just got it. slow. In my excuse, English is my third language.
What is your second language then?
Swedish.
That makes sense.
So, how did you find this week's episode? Especially the second part. The first part was like shopping.
Yeah, which we should have done during the week. We did all that
That's
shopping
true.
during the week.
That's
I mean,
true.
come on.
I had all my
I
stuff.
can see you getting impatient there, man.
I try not to let it show. I try not to, but you were missing it, and I was like, oh, this is all interesting stuff. I like where you're going with this.
I had most of my stuff. I just didn't know special computer.
I had my stuff right. This is where like the terror and all that was all the stuff I had prepared. Was I was just seeing an instant where there might be Centauri on this planet. Let's just see if I get myself some credentials that might make them pause a second before they start shooting.
Holy shit! Yeah, and
Okay,
there's something
slick
that
move,
hitched
mate.
the ride, and somebody hitched the ride with us, and you got your first EVA walk. I love it.
I really enjoyed this session.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff. Like sometimes we can be a little slow to progress through stuff, but I felt aside from the shopping, we cracked through a lot of plot threads there, and it was very nice.
I know how to stab people now, so I'm probably going to start stabbing people.
Sounds fun.
I wish I could say I'm surprised.
No more -3 for me, yeah.
Yeah, right in the kidneys. You know, look, you've got anatomical training, man. You might as well put it to
I
use.
know.
Yeah, but being a doctor and being able to properly stab somebody in a knife fight are two completely different things. The ability to know where to stab and the ability to actually be able to perform that stab, unlike,
And that's why I trained.
I'll testify because that's what I was doing last week. Was actually cutting practice with actual sharper swords. That was great fun, and it's just there's actually a photo I've got on my Twitter where it's a cardboard tube, and you see it beginning to cut, and then it just stops because I put in the angle. I got cutting, but I just didn't put enough momentum into it, and maybe enough of a twist of the hip to continue it through, and it just then boom stops in mid cut.
interesting.
So it's one of these weird ones. You don't have to put a lot of strength, but you have to put enough constant strength and speed into it, so it does cut through cleanly. There.
Yeah, you seem like one of those people that brings a knife to a gunfight.
And if you're close enough, the knife works actually. Mythbusters tested this out.
I'll be back in a few seconds, guys.
Sure.
This fox is just crying like crazy.
Just go
She's jealous
feed
of
her.
us.
Go
She's
feed
jealous
her.
of us. I understand. I'll be
She's
jealous.
super
of us.
jealous. Be right back.
And I admit it, I would be jealous of us as well.
Hey man, how's the new work going? Is it still going gangbusters?
Well, I'm no longer going there.
Ah,
I had my last day on Friday. It's over now.
Or is that the or is this? Are they moving you then on to the other
Yeah.
place?
Yeah. So I am now officially a Dell engineer.
good shit.
I got that from the most official source I can get, and that is the Dell email list. I'm listed as a Dell engineer on the Dell email listing. That's the Intech company listing, actually. And my first course in Dell engineering is on Monday.
Nice.
So,
The first lesson: turn it on, turn it off.
how did you know?
I'm just going with. I'm taking the piss out of the what seemed to be the Microsoft certified software engineer coursework. Where,
I'm actually having to crack into that this next 6 months. I'm doing a bunch of
Ooh.
IT certs, and that's gonna be one.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's probably is a lot better than it used to be, but that just felt like anyone. Because like my mate who was just like self-taught and his friend, they lived up in the Highlands. So when they were 16 to 18, they were their high school's IT support. Honest to God, they're the ones that did the IT support. They then left. They actually brought in a guy that's what his qualifications were. He was a Microsoft certified software engineer. That was it. And they were just basically went, yeah, he was like the worst hire we've ever had. There was this what the school was saying. It was actually the two students were better.
Yeah, it actually reminds me of the previous place. I'm not saying the guys there were amateurs or anything. They were professional IT people. But I still got, every now and then, the utmost pride of actually being better at their job. Not always, but there were occasions where I was like, you don't know that? Seriously? You don't? Just do it. I'm like, yeah, see? It was like, oh man, I wish I had suspenders so I could go,
You can always start wearing suspenders, you know.
A lot of it is the reason why people are doing that. They go for that course. It's more for insurance purposes because the insurer goes, look, if you're getting a guy in to work on your computers, what's his qualifications? They all recognize it there.
Mm-hmm.
And basically there's at least, if everyone goes through what the procedure says, it's like they then at least know what that guy's went through, you know?
It's a baseline professional competency certification.
Exactly. But there's like, as I said, some of the stuff, it's like, even if you ever have someone that's to that level and you're having to get them and you've got very valuable stuff on your hard drive you want to save, don't just hand it over to them without saying, look, can you back that up first? Because what they will just do is they will just do a factory restore unless you say.
Yep. That's why when I was working there, every time they pulled in a computer, first question I would ask, okay, have you backed up your data?
Uh-huh.
If the answer is no, I'm going to ask, okay, get your data in order, unless the computer is in a shape that it won't like start. Then we first look at the problem. Can we start it? Then we're gonna go, okay, we can start this. Do you have your data backed up? You do? Okay, cool.
Do you care
Bye.
if it gets wiped?
Yeah,
Yes
that's the
or no?
second. That's the second. Like, okay, it's not. Do you care if it gets wiped? We did more factory resets than anything else because that
I
is simple. It solves most of the problems, but we
Exactly.
even still we tried to avoid the factory resets
Mhm.
every time we
It-
could.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's the main go-to for salt. It's the main go-to if they can. If like the first few tests they can't figure out what's going on, that will be the main go-to for Microsoft. It's like this is the thing. It's just like yeah, you can do entire troubleshooting there, but the issue is just like a lot of them they're not paid. They're going look. We want you to get that computer up and running as soon as you can, and that just really just encourages them. If they can't do A, B, or C, it then just becomes the factory reset, because that is then the quickest way to resolve it.
The frog scanner updating drivers is a problem a lot more often in the office space
Mm.
than you might think. It solves problems more often than you might think. However, when you have a user that knows how to update drivers, that's when you don't fix it.
Yeah,
And he,
it's
yep.
sorry. No, you go.
No, I was anyway. I was just talking shit.
What delicious food stuff do you have there, Malone?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Food stuff. I don't have any food. I have a vape
Oh.
thing. That's it.
Oh, right, that'd be it. I thought it was food for some reason. I was going, oh,
Yeah,
food.
I'm
Well,
an ex-smoker. I still have the strong temptation to smoke, but smoking's bad for you kids. Don't start.
Yeah, it's true.
This is
I'm
a
down to-
replacement for the urge,
Yeah.
and also it cuts when I get hungry. This cuts
Appetite
my.
suppressant.
yeah. This
Yeah.
is his dieting method. He just takes a shit ton of nicotine instead.
I'm down to about a quarter of a pack a week currently. So
I stopped like 8 months ago. It's still hard.
Yeah,
it's fun when I drink. I want a cigarette.
Yep. Whole pack gone. 10 minutes.
Oh mate, fucking Friday evening.
Am I lucky that I never started?
I have been smoke free for 30 years. I have never started. That is the easiest thing.
High five!
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go.
Though I think a lot of people that I've known, there's just many people I know that got into smoking because it's as Whimsy's saying, they've been drinking, they're outside the club with their friends, they're smoking, you're all chatting, and it's just so easy just to take one there.
I got into. I still work in hospitality because at the moment I'm a student. But previously, when I studied as well, I also worked in hospo. And I don't know about where you guys are, but certainly in hospo, when you work here, you have this legally mandated time off that you're not going to get because you're busy. Whereas if you're like, hey, look, I'm going to nip out for a smoke.
That also
Absolutely.
yes.
Yep.
That's where I picked it up.
Like smokers are like always on a break. Like, God damn, I need to do what they're doing.
Exactly.
I just find it funny. It's like, you go, I need a smoke. It's like going,
Gentlemen,
It-
can we give an applause to Blinky 56 and never started?
"Hey."
Hey,
Honestly envious. I wish I never started.
yep.
But the funny thing is, it actually becomes easier if you never have that habit. Like, very few people can actually pick up a habit like something like that and really become addicted, because like most addictions like that starts at a younger age.
Yeah. And it just becomes part of your brain chemistry where your body, if you start smoking as a teenager, your body, first off, it fucks up your brain. Second off,
Yeah.
your body starts depending on that craving, and it's just super, super hard to stop.
Mhm.
It's
Wow.
not the nicotine, it's the habit. It's the psychological link when you do a thing.
There's a lot to it, yeah.
So, do we need to start the Smoker Support Club?
But for anyone watching who's considering picking it up, yeah, don't.
No,
No, it's not worth the cool points. Honestly, like, look at me. I'm the coolest guy in the room, and I never smoked.
mhm.
Totes
That's-
jealous.
I mean,
Can't attest to that.
Then again, there's no one else in the room, so I'm also the least coolest guy in the room.
Never admit that.
Odin, is this Schrodinger's cool cat we're talking about now?
Yes, I'm Schrodinger's cool.
He's either cool or non-cool. We do not know until we open the door.
You don't know until you let someone else into the room.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah.
Anyways,
Is that a Sprite Zero or something else? Malone.
LaCroix. I'm advertising them, and you know what? They won't sue us. They don't care. This is LaCroix. LaCroix is
What is
the LaCroix is like seltzer water with a tiny
Oh, right,
bit of
yeah.
flavoring. It's like drinking water with a hint of lime or a hint of strawberry.
Ah, yeah, I'm familiar with the concept.
Zero sugar, 0 calories, 0 flavor.
My friend, he's with squash, right? So you know how like, just out of curiosity, when people are having like say squash juice, right? How much squash to water do people put into their
What?
juice?
Why the hell would I choose a squash, man?
Yes, exactly. Why would he?
Is it like just to check?
It's
You mean
what-
like the
and you-
vegetable?
No, in the UK, squash it's diluting juice.
I like cordial, like concentrate.
Mm.
Kind of like the squeeze bottles. You squeeze a little.
Yeah, so you get water, you mix, and you put in, and it's just flavouring there.
I'll probably put a couple fingers in about a pint glass.
Right. Some of them, depending on how strong it is, some of them actually recommend, it's like might be a 3-to-1 ratio, that sort of thing, right? Yeah, I have a friend, he'll do water, and it looks like he just puts in just like a drop enough, so you just start getting this sense of like, it's blackcurrant, right?
It's
So you
a
just-
hint of.
Yeah, you can just get a hint of red in the water. You can literally see the redness suspended in the water, and there's like barely a taste to it, It's like, nope, that's good for him. It's like, you are like, no wonder you don't drink with us. You're like, you're a teetotaler where you don't even put in. But he spent most of his life, he ended up driving everyone around. So I can't remember the last time I've seen James drink.
I do that in the reverse order, except that's when I'm mixing my GNTs at the end of the night.
Architect says he
Little
drinks his
special
wine
talk.
like that. He drinks his wine like that, except it's water. Instead of water, it's vodka.
Oi, did you just assume someone's gender in this day and age?
I did.
How
We know-
dare
we know
you?
this guy.
Well,
Did
you
I
are
really?
now liable to get sued.
Whatever.
Ah,
We
well,
don't have any money anyway. We'll just declare bankruptcy.
Come
Just form
at
a
me.
limited liability company.
Come at me.
So,
Don't come at me. Do not come at me. Don't at me. Don't nothing at me.
a Delaware company.
I got enough people after my money.
Yeah, Karen for one,
Yeah.
Karen for two, Karen for three.
send the bill to Babylon 5.
The tax man, the bill collector, next door neighbor carrying that kid down the street because they ran over his dog.
You're savage, man.
Not to mention Foxy.
Jesus.
Yeah, Foxy's always demanding my attention. People just don't leave me alone.
Just too popular, mate. It's a horrible thing to have.
Your name isn't Malone, it's M.Alone.
Harsh. Right, stream. We should probably say goodbye, or at least I will say goodbye.
Okay,
Hope
fair
you have a
enough.
Good week.
Fair enough. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, dear Vimsy. I will hopefully see you next week, for I will miss you dearly.
You will see me. You will see me next week. The only time you won't see me will be the 29th, your time, the 29th of June, because I will be catching a bus.
I might be the same myself. I think that's for me. It's going to be my manager's birthday.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we will arrange 29th to be a break day, an exception.
Okay.
But,
Like that.
ladies and
Right,
gentlemen,
everyone.
Bye
thanks a lot.
bye.
Bye bye, and thanks a lot for joining up, Kira,
Yep.
and following and all that jazz. Blinky, Froggy, love you all.
Bye bye.
Architect.
Usual.
Yep.